sure it connects. There we go. We are live on YouTube. Here we go.
Cool.
Hello, Degens. Welcome to Degenerate Takes. Cardinals versus Rams Wild Card Monday. Live reactions and live Degenerate Takes. That was a long one. But as always, I am here. I am the brofict one, AJ. I will be steering the ship tonight. And with me, as always, is the best co-captain, excuse me, if we're going to stick with the boat analogy, I'm sorry, no, that's not the full introduction. Because he is the man with the numbers, the man the sportsbooks fear. He is the sportsbook whisperer, Mr. Noah Engelbretson. Noah, how the hell are you doing after Super Wild Card Weekend?
Well, Super Wild Card Weekend, AJ. It's not completely over yet.
No. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, we got probably the best game of the weekend coming. But before we get into that
bar is not set super high. Let's be honest.
No, it's not.
I was disappointed with the games.
Same, dude. Honestly, same.
Raiders Bengals was a really good game to kick us off. And then the Cowboys-Niners game was okay.
Snooze fest.
It was okay. The Cowboys-Niners, it got very interesting down at the end when literally both teams were trying as hard as they could to lose that game. Ultimately, the Cowboys prevailed as the shittier team.
Yes, they were the worst team, apparently.
Or better in that, based on what I saw, it looked like they were both trying to lose. So I guess in that case, the Cowboys did a better job. But God, both of those teams looked like they were just trying as hard as they could to hand the game away to the other one in the fourth quarter.
It was impressive.
But I will say
it was impressive. It should have never gotten to Dak Prescott with the ball in his hand to win the game. It should never have gotten to that point.
The game was really sloppy, but it was the second best game of the week so far.
Can we also talk about something kind of funny?
Because AJ, we had three massive blowouts that were boring as shit.
Yeah.
Which is not what I want for playoff football. And why the hell did we add a seventh team to the playoffs? I have no problem
getting called into question due to the quality of play this week.
Well, and I don't remember who were the 7 seeds last year, because I feel like it was the same thing last year. It was
a rough one.
I'm gonna look that up.
What was that, 2020?
I feel like the Bears maybe had the 7 seed last year and got
100%.
Shit on by the Saints.
Those assholes accidentally won too many games again.
Unless they had the 6 seed, and I'm just mistaken. But no, it's not the right season. Oh, that's because I put in 2021.
I did too. No, I put in 2020. Wild card. You had Bills, Texans, Titans, Patriots, Seahawks, Eagles, and Vikings, Saints.
So are you sure you're looking at the right?
Is that even?
Sure you're looking at the right
2020.
Okay.
What year are you looking at?
I got the wrong bracket.
Oh, no, you're killing me.
Some...
But regardless.
That is not the right year either. But who did you say the 7 seeds were last year?
I'm not sure. It doesn't really say. It just says 2025 schedule. Yeah, it's not really telling it. What the hell? I just had it. 2020 wild card. Yeah, it doesn't tell you the seeds. It just tells you the games that were played.
Hang on, I got it. So the Colts played at the Bills.
Yep.
And the Bears played at the Saints. Bears got blown out. I think the
21-19. Also... Colts-Bills was close, 24-27.
Colts was close. Yeah. Either way, that's 3 out of 4 in the 2 years we've had it now that the 7 seed has been nowhere to be found.
100%. Now,
I don't hate going to the 17-game season. I understand it, but the 7th seed is just it's been garbage. Well, and especially because now only one team has a bye, then the 7th seed has to play the number 2 seed, and
that's
I guarantee you, it's going to be years before we see a 7 seed somehow pull a crazy upset. It'll
And
happen eventually, but
yeah, and when this changed and everything, it blew my mind because I felt the NFL playoffs were solid, and I get it. At this point, it's a money move. They get 2 extra playoff games. They get to promote it. They get another day of games out of it. Like, I understand why the decision was made, but you're just not going to get good football. People are going to stop tuning into Wild Card Weekend if we're going to keep seeing blowouts like this. I would much rather see a very competitive, smaller playoffs than letting a team that doesn't deserve to be it. Quite the opposite of college football, you know what I mean? Where we talk about how much that playoff needs to expand and still needs to grow.
well,
Whereas in the NFL, it's kind of like, let's pump the fucking brakes and let's actually watch good
yeah.
football in the playoffs.
The touchy thing with college football playoffs, though, is it's like how much does it need to expand, right? And there's people,
Yeah.
12 seems like the most likely number. There's people talking about as high as 16.
That's a lot of teams.
My personal opinion, I'd like to see it expanded to 8.
I can see 8.
And
I like 8.
And
That's a nice round number.
I'm cool. I'm cool with 12, but I like 8. It's just like, where do you draw the line? Because like at 4, like the teams that are finishing like 5 or 6, they're like pissed off. They're like, oh, if we had a chance, we could make a run and win, right? But it's like, okay, but then you expand to 8, and then it's like whoever's in 9 or 10 is going to be like, oh, well, we could have done something. And then you go to 12, whoever's in that 13, 14 spot, they're going to be pissed off, and it's a never ending cycle. It's football. You can't go. I think like at the most you could go to 16, but I don't even like 16. That's an extra week that doesn't even matter, because you take, whoever the 16th team in the country was this year. I don't even know who was 16, but if you put them, I'm going to look that up real quick, because you like the 15 and 16 and 14 having to go like play Bama, Michigan, Georgia. Like, that's probably not going to end up well, right?
No. That wouldn't end up well at all.
That's the final rank. We don't want the final.
Will...
So it would have been Oklahoma playing Alabama.
Yeah.
Iowa playing Michigan for the second time in a row, and clearly they got absolutely spanked in the Big Ten championship. Oregon playing Georgia. If you were 16. That wouldn't be good. BYU playing Cincy, that might actually be an okay game. Not going to lie. BYU might have a slight chance against Cincinnati. But then you got so then the rest of them are fine. Just those top 3, it's like, doesn't make any sense. I like the idea of 12 and your top 4 seeds get a first round bye. We will
discuss college football at a later time, because we have a really big game going on tonight, Noah. And I want to say that we are starting to be a professional show because we have graphics. That's right. That one that just popped up right now is our odds for the game. You've got the Cardinals versus the Rams. Cardinals, as of making this graphic, are +3. Money line +150. Spread is the total is at 49.5. Noah, looking at this game, I thought a lot like you did. This was going to be a big underdog weekend. San Francisco being the only underdog coming out of the weekend so far with a victory, with all of the favorites winning pretty convincingly. The Bengals were unbelievable. The Chiefs were the Chiefs again. The Bills, there was a build-out.
Not only winning,
out there.
all of them have covered, other than Dallas, who lost and obviously didn't cover.
And so,
AJ,
as a sports bettor, that makes me look at it and want to take the favorites. It really makes me want to take the favorite here. At home, playoffs, everything like that. The other thing that really scares me about this line, Noah, is that it really hasn't moved a lot. And the last time a line didn't move a lot being 49ers in Dallas, where it stood at 3 points and just did not move until actual kickoff. This line hasn't moved. This line just moved within the last couple hours from 3.5 to 3. It's been holding strong at 3.5. I believe it opened at 4.5, so a 1.5 point difference at this time. Second time Vegas has also put up an even number with no hook. I find that extremely interesting. Noah, that's my aspect on the numbers. What do you think about this game? Do you think the Rams are going to keep this going of the favorites dominating and covering, or is this going to be the Cardinals coming in and playing spoiler to what's been a fairy tale season for the Rams?
I don't know that I'd fully call it a fairy tale season. They've had enough downs that it's not a fairy tale season. If they were sitting at 15-2 or something in the 1 seed, then yeah, I'd the fairy tale season. But with how stacked their roster is, it's not a accident that they won as many games as they did.
True. Not an accident at all. The Rams are a very good football team, and that is very evident now.
I know on the other side, the Cardinals also have a very talented roster. I would say they're in similar boats. They both have very talented rosters. But they each have their own little things that have been... They each have their own couple little hindrances that have been causing them some troubles, especially down the stretch. I mean, you got Stafford, who looks really great some of the time and then has some pretty bad picks.
Seven interceptions in his last 3 games.
And he's got like 6. He's got like 6 pick sixes on the season. I think it was Mina Kimes who said, like a couple weeks ago, Matt Stafford this season has done a very good job at keeping both teams in the game.
I agree with you. That is Mina Kimes. Shout out to her. I love her. That is a great way to put that. Matthew Stafford is great at keeping both teams in the game. That's very interesting.
Which, makes for a lot of exciting games, but not exactly what you want to be doing there. Cardinals, on the other hand, started super, super hot, and they have been stumbling, tripping, falling into the playoffs.
Has not been pretty. Has not been pretty. Murray. I've started calling him that, and I kind of like the nickname, Moody Murray, because
not only does he look like a child, he also...
Oh, it's unbelievable. Go ahead. Keep going.
Not only does he just look like a child, he acts like one some of the time, too, when things aren't going his way, so...
No, I couldn't have said it better myself.
There you go. Matt Stafford this season, 17 interceptions, which is tied for the worst in the NFL. But
unbelievable.
He's tied for second, or no, not tied. He's second in touchdowns and third in yards, but he's tied first in interceptions. So,
I mean, I guess we'll take that. Now, I will say, I'm full disclosure here. If you can't tell, I might be a fan of the Arizona Cardinals. If you've never listened to this show before, I don't know. You may have picked up on the fact that I'm a big fan of the Cardinals. J.J. Watt coming back from injury. I know, Noah. Fucking shocking, right? It's not like anything would give it away or whatever, but I've been preaching
your Bears hat?
Fuck off, Noah. It was about to get burned if Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace didn't get fired. Thank God the correct choices were made. Anyway, that's another conversation for later. But J.J. Watt coming back off of injury, first time back. Don't get me wrong, and you and I have had this discussion multiple times. On the field, play has dropped. He's an older player and everything, but with that comes experience and comes the leadership. This is a very young Cardinals team. And even though J.J. Watt has been in the building and stuff, he hasn't been in the game. He hasn't been on the sidelines with the guys in the same type of way where he can really help out. And so I think his leadership on the field is really going to help. We'll get to our keys of the game and everything. I'll give you a little sneak peek here. You got to keep Kyler. Oh, man. For someone who gets paid so much money, I can't believe he's that moody. I mean, bro, be a professional, play the football game. You can't, once he lets his emotions get to him, it's over. The Cardinals are a great live bet team because you can just read Kyler's body language in the first half, bet the other way that it's going, and then boom, you're winning. So, Noah, you want to get into it?
You bet. I was going to say bet on his body language.
Yes, my bad. That's what I meant. You bet on his body language.
If he looks like a pissy little angsty teenager, then clearly bet against the Cardinals. And if he looks calm and collected, then bet on him,
Exactly, and we'll see what comes up. But I also want to mention the Cardinals' defense being very, very suspect, I believe, these last couple weeks. Not the run defense is just non-existent.
Not couple, the last 8 weeks. The whole second half of the season, they've been suspect.
Yeah, and it's been not fun to watch as a Cardinals fan, let me tell you. So if the secondary can keep it together and not let too many big plays go up over top, keep Odell in front of them and Cooper Kupp in front of them, we'll be okay. That is so much easier said than done. That is so much easier said than done, though.
I have to interject real quick. I just brought a smile to my face. They, in their pregame stuff, were showing sounds of the season, and of course, one of the ones that popped up was Aaron Rodgers at the Bears. I own you. I still fucking own you.
I still fucking own you. He does. Hey, he does. He is more owner of the Bears than Virginia Woolf is, or whatever the fuck her name is. I can't remember her name.
Virginia McCaskey Hallis.
McCaskey. Jesus. Hallis. What the hell's wrong with me, Noah? It's been a day.
Yeah, she's the, I think, daughter of George Hallis. Or maybe not the granddaughter.
Ring a bell. If
no,
Big Tuna is listening, I know Big Tuna knows what we're talking about. So, Tuna, if you could drop it in the comments for us, help us out.
Oh, George Hallis was I think the founder of the Chicago Bears, or the first head coach, or something like that. But
something like that, man. It's crazy. But so let's get into it, Noah. We've talked about the games. We've talked about the teams, what we like, what we don't like. We know where the line's at. What are you leaning, bro? What are you going to bet on? And have you already placed a bet?
Well, in our segment of bets, I chose the Rams, and I took the under.
Ooh, okay.
That being said, I'm rocking at a solid 1-9 record for Super Wildcard Weekend so far. The only thing I've hit is the under in the Niners and Cowboys game. To reiterate, in bets, I did take the Rams and I did take the under, so I am switching tune here and chalk me up for the Cardinals to cover the 3.5 or 3 and probably the over, because I'm just assuming that my initial bet is completely wrong, as have pretty much all of them been this weekend. So,
hey, when in doubt, fade yourself. I think that is a very expert move by your part and really shows why you're the best at what you do, Noah. You're awesome. Now,
when you're in a cold streak, best thing you can do is write down all the bets you want to take and then fade all of them.
Fade them all. That's what you got to do when you're cold. That's what you got to do. Noah, yeah. I have had an okay weekend. Has not been stellar. I'm a little under 50%. The Cowboys really, really screwed me there. But it's fine. You got to have a short memory in this game, just like in sports. And luckily, I naturally have a short memory, so this works out great for me. All right, Cardinals +3. 8-1 against the spread and straight up on the road. 6-0.
Oh God.
On the road, something.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but I just the fact that I had to just watch Adam Schefter try to do the gritty.
Oh yeah, it's rough. It's rough. It's not the first time he's done it either.
But he messed up his knee apparently.
Tore ACL. He will be out. It is undetermined amount of time before he will be doing the gritty again.
Well, you know what? Obviously, you know how I feel about that fucking midget bitch, Adam Schefter.
Anyway,
I'm not surprised he fucking tore something trying to do imitate
8-1
some
ATS.
Players tested.
Straight up on the road. Simple as that. This Cardinals team, don't get me wrong. If they don't win this game, there's a lot that needs to get figured out in the front office and on the field. They need to win this game more than the Rams. No, the Rams need to win this game really bad too. But Cardinals, I think, are going to be the better team tonight. They love playing on the road. Kyler can't stay up late the night before playing video games. And so he's going to be energized, ready to go. Give me the Cardinals on the money line, Noah. I ain't messing around with no points. We taking this straight up, and
What's your
this is
I want to
officially the
hear your
biggest
score
homer pick of all time.
prediction.
Well, in one of my same game parlays that we will get to in a hot second, I have 1, 2, 3 anytime touchdowns. Not all on the Cardinals. So I do think it's going to be a shootout. I think the defenses are going to break down early. I think these quarterbacks are going to have a field day. High scoring game. Taking the Cardinals 30, Rams 25.
Okay, I also have Cardinals 30 in my prediction,
Okay.
but I have the Rams 31. I think the Cardinals lose in a one point heartbreaker. I think the Cardinals lose 31-30.
They cover, they don't win. Wow.
That's my prediction, is that they lose in a absolute heartbreaker. Because here's the thing, I think Cardinals are up 30-28.
Okay.
Rams get the ball back with a minute or two left, drive down, kick a field goal,
Whew.
win the game.
We'll see what happens. Now, we alluded to it. I alluded to it at least. We put together some same game parlays special for this game. No, you want to go first or you want me to go first? Because I got 2 of them.
You go for it. I got a massive one.
Okay. So I got 2. I got one that is relatively quote unquote safe. I've got Matthew Stafford over half an interception. Kyler Murray to score an anytime touchdown. Arizona Cardinals plus the 3.5. Zach Ertz to score a touchdown plus 190. Not bad. Just a little something, to get the juices flowing. And then I sat down, Noah, and I was like, let's have some fun with this. Let's make some money. Had a rough wild card weekend. Let's see what we can do here. So here you go for plus 12,500 odds. You got Zach Ertz, Rondale Moore, Kyler Murray.
It's even more than mine.
Shoot.
I think.
And Kyler Murray, anytime touchdown. Arizona Cardinals money line, Matthew Stafford over half an interception. For plus
that's why, because
12,500.
It's because almost every leg of that is plus money.
You bet, bud. So what you got? What did you cook up today?
Well, I cooked up a little plus 11,000. It's got more legs than yours does, but I've got Zach Ertz anytime touchdown, James Conner anytime touchdown, Tyler Higbee anytime touchdown, Cooper Kupp anytime touchdown. Those are my 4 anytime touchdowns on there.
Nice.
I have Kyler Murray over 1.5 touchdown passes.
Love that.
Kyler Murray over 247.5 yards passing. Little alternate total. Took it down a couple points. Over 46.5.
Ooh.
I got Rams minus 1.5. Kyler Murray over 37.5 rush yards. And over 1.5 touchdowns for Matt Stafford. Coming in at an even 11,000.
Shit.
Plus 11,000.
I love it, dude. That is money.
So I am banking on a lot of touchdowns, a lot of points, and the Rams winning a narrow game. I did take them at the 1.5. So if everything hits and the Rams win by 1 point exactly, which is what I sure enough fucking predicted here, because that's going to be the one thing that goes wrong for me. I'm going to hit 9 out of the 10 legs of this, and the Rams are going to win by 1 point instead of 2. And I'm going to get burned.
I hope not. I hope not. But we will definitely
probably
see
lose
what's going on.
If it goes like most of my same game parlays, probably lose like between 1 and 3 legs and hit over half of them. And it'll be the classic, like, oh, if I just took everything individually, I'd be plus money. But
I'd be up money. Yeah, you hate that. And yes, I hate when people bring that up. I understand. If I bet everything on my parlay individually, statistically speaking, I will probably be up money. However, this is supposed to be fun. There's nothing fun about winning $40 or being up only $40, $50 on a bet. I want to be up. I want to spend
Well,
$10 to make 1,250.
there is if you bet 40 or $50 and win 40 or $50, that's cool. Like, that's good. That's fine. My thing is, if I'm putting together any parlay over 3 legs, the thing is, like, I'm responsible about it, and I'm only throwing, 3 or $5 on it, maybe 10 tops, but like, I'm not putting a lot of money on these like multiple leg parlays because that would just be foolish.
That's dumb.
Obviously, bet responsibly and don't, bet whatever. Like you have your unit, right? And bet. I mean, for me, like like a $30 unit on any parlay. If it's like 3 to 5 or 6 legs, I'll put like $10 on it, and if it's more than 6, I'm only throwing 5 tops.
Yeah, you got to be responsible. And if you're not using a unit system, you're not being a responsible gambler, a good gambler. You'd be amazed at how much money you would save and how much money you actually end up if you have a good bankroll system and everything like that. That's another topic for later, though. Noah, we are getting closer to kickoff, and I know that we both have some keys to the game. So, Noah, why don't you kick us off? What?
Oh, we have keys to the game. Okay.
I have keys to the game, and I made a graphic for you, so I thought you had them too. But
oh, I do. Let's start with the away team, the Cardinals. My keys for the Cardinals are stay committed to the run game. The game that they won against the Rams this season, they ran the ball 42 times for over 200 yards. The game that they lost, they ran it, I don't remember the number, but it was less than 20 times for less than 100 yards. So if you're the Cardinals, even if you get down by a touchdown or two earlier on, don't feel the need to like force it into passing situations. Just stay committed to that run game. My second one is to keep Kyler calm and collected. When he gets in his own head and gets frustrated, he makes poor decisions that lead to turnovers. This is what he does. This is what he did down the stretch in the second half of the season a lot. So they can't allow him to get out of his comfort zone. And third is just taking care of the football. I think ultimately, I think the Cardinals have more weapons and more explosiveness. I think if we play a game where there are 0 turnovers, or if the turnover battle is even 50-50, I think the Cardinals win this game. I think the Rams have to win the turnover battle to win this game.
Oh, 100%.
And then as far as the Rams go, I think getting an early lead is number one for me. I think if the Rams are playing with the lead, Stafford's not going to force as many things. He's not going to have those bad picks if they are comfortable playing with the lead. So getting an early lead for the Rams, I think, is very important. Winning the battle at the line of scrimmage, another one, which kind of goes hand in hand with the Cardinals trying to run the ball. If the Rams can get good penetration in their run defense on the front 4 or 5 that are there, they're going to be really good. Or if they can flush Kyler out of the pocket, because clearly Kyler does not like to throw the ball away. So if you flush him out of the pocket and he's on the run, he'll huck it down the field and he'll make some bad decisions. So that would be my second key for the Rams. My third one is forcing Kyler into bad throws, which kind of goes hand in hand. Already touched on that. Like I said, I think if you force Kyler out of the pocket, make him throw on the run, cross his body, which he will do because he's a third-year quarterback and clearly hasn't learned that lesson yet. And he doesn't have a coach who's disciplined on him enough to get him to stop doing that. So you do that, you get Kyler to make – if you're the Rams, get penetration on the defensive line, make Kyler throw some bad throws, and he will throw an interception or 2 or 3.
Yeah. No, I love it, dude. To the degenerates that are very confused right now because they just heard what Noah said about the Rams and read what's on the graphic, I may have forgotten to change the Rams side. And so your Rams on the graphic is mine, but That's okay because I'm going next.
Dumbass.
We've got fuck off, Noah. I'm doing my best here. I'll start. I'll start with the Rams here since everyone already saw what I have to say about them.
AJ,
What?
I'm gonna cut you off real quick. I'm gonna go grab another a refill of my beverages and a bio break while you discuss your keys of the game because I feel like this is a good time for me to do that.
Sounds good. Noah, see you in a bit. So, you got the Rams. Let's start with them since you guys can already see it. Stafford needs to keep his mistakes to a minimum. His history in Detroit is his history in Detroit for a reason. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everyone knew he was a better quarterback than what was being shown, but could we have overestimated how good he actually is? Because he is still making a lot of the same mistakes he's making in Detroit. Don't get me wrong, he's scoring more points, more touchdowns and everything because he's got the weapons, but he still has some of those issues. The defense needs to get stops early. You need to get Cardinals 3 and out in the first quarter and a little bit into the second quarter, prevent them from getting hot. Once the Cardinals get hot, they will start torching your defense, and it's not going to be a good time for the Rams in LA. Taking care of the ball, I mean, I don't know what else I need to say. This goes from Stafford all the way down to the running backs to the linemen that are trying to get the ball to the ball, You don't take care of the ball, the Cardinals will exploit, especially if you're in their territory. They are fine with settling for a touchdown. For a field goal, especially in situations they need to. So that is what I have to say about the Rams. Let's talk about my team, the Arizona Cardinals. Defense has got to keep Stafford on his toes. Like I said, he is making the same mistakes he was making in Detroit, and he was making those mistakes because he didn't have time to throw the ball because he couldn't develop the play and everything. So if they can keep Stafford on his toes, show him some different looks and everything, I think they're going to then win that first battle that they need to win the game. Second up, they need to get ahead early. The Cardinals play well when they're ahead early. And if they're not ahead early, you get Moody Kyler, you get Moody Murray. And that's where we fall apart because then the offense falls apart, defense falls apart, and this game could get ugly very fast. Kyler, and I've been saying it all night, Kyler needs to keep his composure. Moody Murray is not a joke. I have seen the Cardinals in winnable games all season, this year and last, and it was just thrown away. And why was it thrown away? Because Kyler could not keep his composure. He is, and I get it. Young quarterback, he's going to make these mistakes. He is going to be moody. He's going to not be an adult about this stuff. But you're looking to get paid a couple $1 million, probably a couple tens of millions of dollars in a couple years when your contract's up. You got to start playing like it. And in order to get that money, you're going to need to win a playoff game. I understand your first time in the playoffs, third-year quarterback, all that fun stuff. I don't care. You got to win this game. Kingsbury, this goes for you too. You don't win. Cardinals fans might not be so forgiving about your cute little antics. Some of these play calls going for it on fourth down when we really don't need to. It feels like sometimes you're trying to be a Madden guy. You're trying to be a Madden player, and I get it. It's pro football. I mean, this is about as close to real life. This is real life Madden. But, bro, they don't work like that. And if you think NFL works like Madden, we need to talk about your job choices and everything like that because, bro, I ain't going to deal with it. And, I'm being nice. I'm being nice with you because I like you. I like what you've done, Kingsbury, and everything. Our GM, Richard Keim, has been doing excellent work. They developed this great team. They got this great team. Now, if it all gets thrown away because some guy can't call some plays, I mean, please get out of town fast in the opposite direction because we're done with you, bro. Simple as that. It does appear that we are getting close to kickoff here. I'm still waiting for Noah to show up and everything. He's still off doing whatever he said he was doing. I believe getting a drink or something like that. So we'll wait for him. Because we are getting close to kickoff. Line is still 3.5, 3 points, depending on the sports book you're at. Get it before it moves. Because if this is a high-powered offensive and low defense, I mean, those lines are going to be jumping like crazy, especially if the Cardinals get up early. Whew, you ain't going to see them. You're not going to see them at plus money again all night. You might see them at plus 100, plus 110. But if this game's close, they're going to keep it. The books are going to keep it as close to even as they can, and I don't blame them because fuck it. I mean, they got to try to make money too, and we're trying to make money. So let's hope we can see them at a good line. We are seeing a beautiful. SoFi Stadium is beautiful. It really is. If you're watching the ESPN cast, you're seeing them. A nice little flyover of SoFi Stadium. Will Ferrell in the house. Noah, you just came back at the right time. Will Ferrell's in the house, bro.
I just saw that, yeah, and Mia Hamm apparently, and Nomar Garcia Parra.
Oh, Nomar.
Sugar Ray.
D Wade. Ooh, all the stars came out in LA to see the Rams get their ass whooped. That's awesome, dude.
I was going to say, this is in LA. You get a lot of stars there.
Ooh, Noah, live question coming in from the chat here from one of our favorite commenters, C Tuna Productions. When does the first delay of game
how you doing? That's a great question. I think nowhere near like what we were dealing with the Dallas San Francisco game where.
Ooh, that was rough.
I can't even tell you how many penalties were on the offensive lines on either team in that game.
Oh,
between the false starts and whatever. Delay of game. I'm gonna say mid second quarter we get a delay of game. That's my.
I'm with you.
That's my guess.
Mid-second quarter, Kyler is going to be rattled. The defense is going to shift something. He's going to be he's going to be going like this, doing this thing that he does, and then delay a game because Kingsbury is terrible at time management. Can't see the clock, and so he will not call a timeout. So I definitely think it'll be on the Cardinals, though.
We'll see. That's, one of those where may go the whole game without one, but you never know.
Never know. And by the way, just so all of those of you watching out there know, we are going to be doing in a couple seconds one of the more magical parts of our live stream, and that is when we try to sync up to the game together because, of course, it's not sunk. And so you guys get to witness that with us. And please go ahead and synced.
We were discussing this last time. I think it's synced.
I still haven't gotten an answer. Synced?
When you're talking
well, if you're
about,
watching, you can sync along. See what I did there? Sync along instead of sing along.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be a rough show tonight, bro. All right. It looks like we are getting set for the kickoff. Noah, where are you at right now?
They're lined up. I'm just seeing Rondale Moore right now.
Yep, and they are still lining up. The referee is still standing right next to the ball. Oh, let's hope the refs don't fuck up tonight. They have got to be on notice after the weekend. Oh, it's the UFC guy, Michael Buffer.
Michael Buffer, not Bruce Buffer.
For those of you not listening to ESPN, let me go ahead and... Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, for the powers and the millions watching at home. Let's get ready to rumble!
There's two Buffers, right? And like what? One of them's UFC and one's boxing, right? Because it's Michael Buffer and Bruce.
No,
Buffer.
I think it's the same person.
Are we sure?
All right, we will look that up in a second. The Rams fans are electric. They are waving ugly white and yellow towels as they approach the kickoff.
And boom, are we on with each other right now?
Ball just went into the end zone. Shot of Kyler Murray.
Yep, we're spot on.
Yeah, hey, there we go. Hey,
how about that?
Go us. Look at this professional show right here.
I'm gonna look that up because I feel like there's.
I don't blame you. Showing stats: Kyler Murray against the Rams, 325 yards passing, 50 yards rushing. Pretty good stat line going into this game. They did see each other twice before. Kyler Murray looks like he's lining up in shotgun.
They're siblings. They're brothers.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. Interesting. All right, pistol formation. You got Kyler in shotgun, handing the ball off, getting a couple yards.
Because
is that Edwards? That was Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards. Yeah.
Getting some. Ooh, Kyler barking at them to get back to the line early. It looks like we're going to try some up-tempo play.
I was just going to say, AJ, Bruce Buffer, he does the lead-in things at the Raider games. So.
Oh, that's why. Hey, nice little screen pass. He took the wrong freaking hole, though. Why didn't you go right? Should have gone right.
But yeah, the two are brothers. I think one of them does all the UFC announcements, and one of them is boxing.
That's awesome. That would be such a sweet gig. What do you do? Oh, I literally talk for 30 seconds and get paid a couple $1 million. And here we are talking for 4 hours on YouTube, not getting paid. 3rd and 6 for the Cardinals. Not looking good early. Shotgun. Kyler letting it loose. Oh, was he out? He was out of bounds.
Yeah.
4th and 6 for the Cardinals. We are going 3 and out. Not bad start for that Rams defense. I mean, that was a good ball, good catch, but he just stepped directly out of bounds. If the field was about an inch farther, he might have gotten that.
Yeah, I mean, that pass was a little too outside for AJ Green to be able to haul that one in.
And here we are with a punt. Andy Lee, he's been very popular for the Cardinals recently, which isn't a good thing. You hate knowing the name of your punter. I hate that I know the name of him.
That was a nice boot right there, though.
Oh, bro, he's got such a good leg. It's unbelievable. Whew, Matt Stafford,
Lee, who was
in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, all 3 of those appearances were at the Lions, so.
Of course.
2 of those were blowout losses. One was a very close one. I forget who they played, but it was like a 3 or 4 point game.
Probably the Bears.
No.
All right, Maddie, let's see what you got. 20-yard line, 1st and 10, lining up under center. 2 receivers to the right. You got one in the backfield. Barking out some stuff, changing some stuff at the line. Handoff. And breaking off a huge run. Oh, man, down to the 50, 45, taken down finally. Not looking good. Great run from Sony Michel. Looking good. That is not making me feel good early, Noah. I'm going to tell you that right now. Just wide open.
Yeah.
Great work by the offensive line being able to make that hole. And then the safeties were deep, but Thompson was just on his heels as he was getting approached to. Swear to God, this is not the kind of defense we can be playing early.
Yeah, I mean, it's one play.
Seems to have been shaken up on the play. All right, 1st and 10 on the 45. The Cardinals 45 for the Rams. 2 to the left under center. Little play action going. Dump off. We can't tackle. Cooper Kupp for 5-yard gain. Cooper Kupp, he is one of those guys that does not get enough respect for what he does on the football field.
He is completely aided up against the Cardinals this season. I think he's got like 9+ receptions, over 100 yards, and a touchdown in both of the games against the Cardinals so far this year. So,
yeah, see, dropping in. Did they run away from JJ Watt? Yes, they will probably continue to run against run away from him. Because that man's just a beast. Looks like we got some movement.
I mean,
JJ Watt signaling that, and it is against the Rams. Replay second down.
A little bit in the interior. Yeah, those especially on 1st and 2nd down, just as much on 3rd down, I guess. But something that completely killed the Cowboys was those pre-snap penalties on both offense and defense. That extra 5 yards, no matter what side of the ball you're on, makes a huge difference.
Oh, absolutely. All right, Matthew Stafford in shotgun. 2 running backs in the backfield. 2 wide out to the left. Motion. Handoff. And the Cardinals eat him up at the line. 3rd and 10 coming up.
Nice little stop
J.J.
there.
Watt eating him up. And I mean, that's just what he does. The man is unbelievable. I love the new black sleeve he's sporting. Just gets in there, doesn't let the double team phase him. And we have 3rd and 10, empty in the backfield, shotgun. Matthew Stafford, with all the time in the world, gets sacked behind the 50 for a big loss, taking them out of field goal range. 4th down for the Rams.
There you go.
Whoo, this may turn out to be a defensive game of all things, Noah, which I think would be shocking as hell, honestly.
I wouldn't get too ahead of yourself, AJ. We're 4 minutes into the game.
I understand, Noah, but you know me. You talk to me every single week after the games. You know I cannot just not overreact to everything. Great boot. Great boot. Takes a little bit of a Cardinals bounce there. Looks like it'll be down at about the 8 or the 9.
Yep.
And Kyler's
Cardinals
back on the field.
Take over again here on offense. We'll see if they can get something more going than they did on the first drive.
Let's hope, because they really need to get something going. They cannot get a late start. And like I said in my keys to the game, they can't get behind. They just cannot get behind. The moment they start getting behind, they start making stupid mistakes, start getting desperate. Just can't have that right now, bro.
Yeah, I'd like to see him go more to the run game here. Hand it off to
even if it means
hand it off to Edmonds and Connor back there. You got 2 pretty decent backs, and let them run the ball a little bit and see what happens. Obviously, you don't want to go between the tackles against this Rams team too often. Aaron Donald just clogs that shit up. But
yeah,
bouncing a couple of runs to the outside, like you can make the Rams pay with that.
Or last year we were so successful with the read option, and it feels like we've almost completely abandoned that, and that's not not going to help us win this football game. I think if we need to get a couple short passes, develop play action, get some RPOs going.
Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with a couple designed quarterback runs to Kyler either. He's certainly quick enough, and
100%. Why wouldn't you use a running quarterback to run the ball? That's my big question. And don't get me wrong, him probably seeing Dak get injured the way he did running the ball and everything probably scares a young quarterback, especially knowing how lucky he's been not getting injured with how much he's run and stuff, unlike a Lamar Jackson or Dak Prescott or some of those smaller guys.
I mean, Lamar never missed a game until this year, so.
Yeah, 100%. And I understand that, but and Kyler's been saying this, like, I'm waiting for playoffs. He needs to pop off. We need to see some yardage from him in the field and, like, on the field and over top.
Yeah, I mean, if the Cardinals want to win, they gotta have Kyler be what they believe Kyler to be, And not everybody who's a football fan is bought into that whole thing and believes in Kyler Murray. Obviously, the Cardinals do, and if they want to win, they need Kyler to be what they think he can be and what they brought him in to be.
And that's the thing, and that's why I've been saying, they are going right into it. Kyler with a run, not getting jack shit, losing 2 yards actually.
Yeah, that was ugly. That was cool. Ugly.
Good design run.
Well, Cliff Kingsbury he's not it, in my opinion.
I'm starting to, I was drinking the Kool-Aid when we were 8-0 and everything, but watching these last couple games, the end of this last stretch, and some of these play calls early, it's kind of rough to root for the guy. All right, Cardinals 2nd and 11. Kyler in shotgun, looking around, has some time, and
misses the mark.
What? Not even misses the mark. Like, the guy didn't even put his hands up. Looked like it went right in front of him.
But yeah, for me the biggest problem with Kingsbury is that he doesn't change his game plan at halftime. And so I feel like he's a very
True.
predictable coach. Like you see what the Cardinals do in the first half, and you come out and they're going to do the same thing in the second half, and that's where they've run into some problems the second half of the season. Is
Kyler Murray drop back, running into the end zone, lets it loose over top. Nobody can catch a ball. Oh, big miss. 4th and 11 for the Cardinals. Andy Lee will be making his second appearance of the game already.
I mean, that throw wasn't. No, he threw it right in between two guys.
I get it, but let me see some effort from someone to try to catch the ball. Like, it was.
What do you want? What do you want them to?
It dropped at the guy's fucking foot, dude. It dropped at his foot.
AJ,
Big
take
punt.
a step.
Huge boot again from Andy Lee. Looking good there. They will be running this one back a little bit. Ooh, big hit.
Ooh.
Down before the 50.
AJ, you need to take a step back as a homer and realize that ball was pretty uncatchable. I mean, it could have been caught, hypothetically, yes, but like one of the two of the guys would have needed to lay out.
All over him. They could have called pass interference.
No, one of the two Cardinals receivers. One of the two Cardinals there would have had to have laid out, and if they both laid out, they would have conked heads and probably both been concussed and out for the game. Kyler needed to throw.
When you bring up logical stuff.
Stop trying to blame it on the receiver. Kyler needed to throw a better ball there. He had two guys that he could have hit. And what did he do?
Coming in saying typical Cardinals first quarter so far. 100% agree with you, Tuna.
Hey, they're still tied.
Yeah, still tied. And hey, the under still in play for you.
I got the over.
Oh, that's right. You took the over.
Yeah.
Well, hey, over still in play too.
I mean, these have all been very quick possessions, so I'm not too worried yet. It's not like they ran out the entire first quarter without any scoring, you know.
Fair. We're still in the first.
Because we have
time. I guess.
we have not seen a drive from either team. We're just seeing some quick 3-and-outs, and
seems like they're trying to even almost figure each other out, and which doesn't make sense because they've already played each other twice this year, and pretty, lopsided games on both affairs. You'd think these two teams kind of have each other figured out, but maybe this is us seeing them have each other figured out and being able to stop this, for the defense to stop the offenses and everything. If this turns into a defensive battle, that'll be very interesting.
I think we're going to see a massive second half scoring barrage in this game. I don't know what the rest of the first half will look like necessarily, but I think second half we're going to see like a lot of points put up by both teams.
Oh, well, I guess we should also mention this since they are showing it on ESPN. Shout out Martin Luther King Jr. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Everything he did. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. My bad. But shout out to him for all he did to make the world a better place. And that's all we're trying to do here anyone's trying to do is make the world a little bit better. And so just in case you're curious, Cardinals are now plus 5.5, minus 115, plus 180 on the money line, total at 47.5.
Well, it makes sense. Rams
as Matthew Stafford sets up, sense in motion, Cooper Kupp.
Damn good field position here.
Play action. Woo! Nice toss up the middle. OBJ trying to find some wiggle room. Couldn't find any room, but big gain there.
Just waiting to see if
OBJ, when he is happy, when he's ready to play.
I was going to say, I'm waiting to see if he ends up punching anything in this game.
Oh, if they go down, he's definitely punching a kicking net again or something like that.
Or like a person or like what, it just depends. You never know. Like he just likes punching some things. Like a couple of years ago when the Packers beat him in the playoffs, he punched a hole in the visiting locker room at halftime.
Yeah. Who was that? Sonny Michel? No, that was Cam Akers with a nice little run right there.
And then obviously you had
four. It looks like
two different instances. Not only once but twice he has lost a fight to a kicking net.
Yeah, 0-2 against kicking nets. That's not a stat that I would be proud of if I was a football player.
Like a week or two ago, 2 weeks ago, I guess it was, he like punched one of the Ravens players in the ass.
That was so freaking funny.
On that interception.
All right, we got Matthew Stafford, 2nd and 3 in shotgun, one to the right. Motion, handoff. And the Cardinals get him. 3rd and 1 coming up. Might even be a little bit shorter.
They've run a lot of plays with Cooper Kupp motioning across. I'd imagine they're setting something up for him here later in the game.
Oh, they're gonna set him up a nice little wheel pass or something like that, and just let him fly.
Yeah, that's 3 or 4 times they've motioned him on a run play. So watch for that later for them to
keep watching.
Yeah, they're
all right. Under center, tight formation. It looks like they're gonna gun it up the middle. Cooper Kupp in motion yet again. Matthew Stafford. I don't know.
He's short.
I think so. Again, as they like to say, whenever there's something close like this, the yellow line is not a good judgment. The referee
not official.
is signaling
it's not official.
First down.
I'm surprised they're not just taking.
I don't know. Not even chains or anything like that? Maybe does this ref have first half over?
I feel like Kingsbury shouldn't even need to throw a challenge on this. I feel like this is one that should go to automatic.
I feel like that should have been reviewed automatically. Yeah, what are we doing here? Regardless, Stafford first and 10 under center motion. Handoff to Akers again with a big run. Stopped at about the 9 or the 8. But there is a flag on the play. It may be coming back. Holding on
AJ,
the offense.
What I was going to say is if that yellow line was a little bit farther forward than it should have been, like if that yellow line was farther forward than the chains, then it would make sense. I'm just like calling that and not reviewing it. It's hard to say. Obviously, like we've said, that yellow line unofficial. It's not. It's their best estimate.
Akers there. This
Akers, who's been out almost the entire season. I think last week was his season debut, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir. A lot of people season debuts last year. Him, Bakhtiari.
Well, because Akers, he tore his ACL in the preseason?
Handoff. And the Cardinals can't stop shit.
And Akers
looks like it's going to be about a second.
That's a guy that he really came on at the end of the season last year as a rookie, and he was having a good playoffs until obviously the Packers bounced him. But there were high hopes for him for this season, and obviously tore something in the preseason. I don't know if ACL, MCL, whatever it was, but obviously, like I said, I think last week was his season debut. Had like 5 carries.
100%. Yeah, it was. Matthew Stafford dropping back all the time in the world. Just freaking beautiful shot up the middle with all the time in the world to Higbee. Tuna says, if the Cards keep giving them running yards, they will lose big. If the Cardinals keep playing coverage like this, they will lose big. Just so soft. He just sat there, found the hole, didn't even have to try. Matthew Stafford under center, handoff. Sony Michel. Looks like they will get the stop, gain of a couple of yards there. 2nd and goal coming up.
I almost think the Cardinals benefit from playing boom or bust defense. You know what I'm saying?
To a point, absolutely. But when we're in
this
red
game,
zone territory,
I'm not saying all the time, and obviously not when you're in the red zone. But like for the game in general, I think the Cardinals would benefit from playing boom or bust defense. Like try to jump as many routes as you can, and like try to get those picks because Stafford will throw them. And if you give up a 70-yard touchdown, you give up a 70-yard touchdown.
Here we go,
but I almost think they'd be
in shot
better off doing that
to the left, stacked formation. Handoff.
Then
not going to match. Sorry, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like they'd be better off, like because if they can get 2 picks on Stafford, and they give up a couple big touchdowns, I think that's a trade-off you take as the Cardinals.
100%. Looks like 3rd and goal coming up. If the Cardinals can hold them to a field goal, that would be huge. We'll see what happens. Obviously, you got Matt Stafford in shotgun, 3 to the right. Cardinals still in zone defense, it looks like. Little man
I will
press.
see if I can
Fade route,
see if I can,
touchdown, OBJ.
Oh God, that's not what I wanted. I was trying to notch off that on my same game parlay. I was trying to notch off either the Cooper Kupp or Tyler Higbee touchdown there.
I want a Cam Akers.
Also,
but there's still a lot of football to be going.
I'm not a fan of OBJ anyways, so I just
no.
He's certainly resurrected his season with the Rams though this year.
Yeah, he really did. He really, after he got out of Cleveland, he really showed, yeah, guys, I'm here, I'm ready to play, and he did. He's done excellent for them. I honestly thought he was going to be a shitty addition to the team and everything, but
he's a good receiver. I mean, another team that he could have gone to that apparently he got offended because they lowballed him was the Packers, but it would have been interesting.
Expected a big contract from the Packers.
No, but I'm just saying hypothetically, like if he was on the Packers, given what he's done with the Rams and Stafford, it would have been interesting what he'd be able to manufacture with Rodgers throwing him the ball.
Oh, absolutely. And just with all of those weapons on the Packers and everything, whew.
But, the Packers,
we do know.
I also told you.
Sorry, go ahead.
And you can vouch for it that I said I didn't even want OBJ when those rumors were swirling. I was like, I don't want him.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like he's a cancer to the team.
Part of him.
He's a cancer to the team. He's such a selfish player that, although he hasn't shown that with the Rams yet, but with the Giants and the Browns, like
not yet.
The second he gets frustrated, he just starts throwing other people under the bus. That's not the type of guy
maybe next he'll throw his
I want, but
pads and stuff under a bus. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think he's quite as bad as AB, but
That is still the funniest shit in the world. Oh, I need to change the score. Why didn't you tell me, Noah?
I don't know. You're in charge of that.
I know. I'm doing my best. Sorry, Degens. Yep, there we go. 7-0. Rams going into the end. We're about to finish up the first quarter here. Cardinals need a drive here. Cardinals need to put something together here, or else I believe we will be seeing a Moody Murray early in the second quarter. Before we go back to the game, C. Tuna does think that OBJ would have been a good Packer.
No, C. Tuna thinks OBJ would not have been a good Packer.
Oh, not have been a good Packer. That sucks. I really wanted him to say he would have been, but
also agrees with me on the fact that the Cardinals should play boomer bust defense.
Yes, Noah. C. Tuna is just on the Noah bus today. He is riding the Noah bandwagon for some reason.
We'll take it. Hey, we got plenty of room and free seats for anyone who wants to join.
And that goes for all of you listening. You can jump on the Degenerate Takes bandwagon by liking, sharing, subscribing, following us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff.
Yeah. Looks like
we got plenty of seats
available. Double covered Cooper Kupp. So that's, good to see Cooper Kupp getting enough respect that, the Cardinals put two guys on him, but left OBJ in one-on-one coverage there on the outside. And Stafford placed that ball beautifully.
Hard. Who do you go? Like, what do you do there? You got to double team two guys, but you only have enough to do one. Interesting.
No, I agree with the call. You double team Kupp, and obviously that means leaving OBJ in one-on-one coverage, but I don't think that's a bad defensive call. I think that's the right thing to do. I think you double coverage on Cooper Kupp there.
And the Cardinals run the ball up the middle.
Good.
Not much going on, though. Get a couple yards.
Like I said, I think that's one of the big keys. That was one of my 3 keys in the game for the Cardinals. Don't abandon the run game. Like, even if you
And they
get
haven't
down,
yet,
like,
hopefully.
even if you get down, you got to still run the ball. And part of that is because don't put too much weight on Kyler Murray's shoulders. Like, let the run game take care of things.
2nd and 8, shotgun, snap ball, play action. Kyler Murray, some time. Oh, but Aaron Donald. Oh, no, that wasn't Donald. That was Von Miller. My bad.
Yeah.
Whew, Von Miller getting in there early. 3rd and a long one for the Cardinals coming up. I said we needed to see a drive from them. We still can very well see a drive from them, but whew, rough field position going into 3rd down.
I don't like the odds in this 3rd and long.
Hey, neither do I, but hey, we'll risk it for the biscuit and see what happens.
This is a perfect storm for Kyler Murray.
From the Broncos, looking good.
This is a perfect storm for Kyler Murray to make a dumb mistake.
Nope, we'll just go. Oh, what are we doing? Some
Double
trickery
pass.
going on. And a 1st down, but there is a flag on the play coming back. It does seem like it will be a holding call, or maybe this idiot ref thinks that it was a forward pass, even though it was behind the line of scrimmage.
It's
He
either
looks
illegal
confused as
forward.
hell.
It's either an illegal forward pass or holding. I'm not really sure.
They all look confused. No one knows what the rule is. As we take a look at this replay, while there is still a conference going on, beautiful toss, and that's when the flag's thrown. It's right after the ball was thrown. Illegal forward pass.
That is reviewable.
How is that an illegal forward pass?
It's reviewable. Calm down.
Is it reviewable?
Yeah. That is one of the few reviewable calls. Well, because that's a forward pass from Kyler Murray to Christian Kirk.
Yeah, but that's a backwards pass there.
But
even it doesn't even need to be a backwards pass because it's behind the line of scrimmage.
No, it
and
does.
And apparently they're not reviewing shit.
AJ,
so
that was
4th and 21, and the Cardinals get fucked there.
No, that was the right call.
That was not the right. Come on, dude.
It doesn't matter if it's behind the line of scrimmage. It's whether you throw the ball forward or backwards.
Fine, regardless, he didn't throw it forward. If you watch the ball, it went backwards. But anyway, Rams offense coming back up. Matthew Stafford and the boys will be looking to make another drive down the field as we go.
Like I said,
commercial break.
I do believe that's a reviewable call. So if the Cardinals wanted to challenge it, they could have. But clearly,
Kingsbury probably doesn't know enough.
Yeah, Cush Kingsbury's holding still.
Tuna finally getting on the AJ bandwagon a little bit. He disagrees. It was not a forward pass. You're 100% correct. But these refs wouldn't know a rule if the rule book hit him in the head. So it's okay. We will see what happens coming up. Hopefully they can start to get a little something going. They just need something going, man. And whether that's a defensive spark with a pick six or a pick or something like that, maybe a big fumble. The Cardinals need a spark, and they have not done that yet this game.
Yeah. Well, we're still in the first quarter, though, right?
Yeah, 100%.
We've had like 5 possessions, and we're still in the first quarter. This game's, other than that quick Rams drive, which they started on their own 48, so they were basically at midfield to start the drive. So, I still don't hate the over.
I don't either.
Because
what's the live over at?
Here's the thing: like these dead possessions that don't result in points, they're only taking like 2-3 minutes apiece. So it's.
So the live line right now, for those of you that are curious, we do have the Arizona Cardinals plus 7.5 at -115, Rams -115. Just moved to 8.5 as I was speaking. Cardinals money line plus 300, total points at 47.5 now. I think I'm going to jump on that over with you, Noah.
Like I said, I got the alternate line at 46.5, so.
That's right. So it's moving in the right direction. I'll take it.
Well, not in the right. I would prefer it to be, in the other direction, but I'm considering that the live line is still above what I took the alternate line at. I'm okay with that.
No,
I'm
100%.
still ahead of Vegas.
Very happy with that
Slightly.
line. Yeah, now moving to 8.5. That's an interesting line movement going on.
AJ, I need to step away for like 30 seconds to a minute here. Just
All
an
right,
FYI.
you do that, Noah. See you later.
And
and Noah thinks we can hear him, but he is gone. I hope he wasn't saying anything profound. Matt Stafford under center, hands off the ball, goes absolutely nowhere. Loss actually for a couple yards. 2nd and 12, 2nd and 10 coming up. Hey, shout out the Cardinals defense. 2nd and 12, that's what it is. Shout out the Cardinals defense. They've been pretty solid this game. I mean, obviously that one quick drive that there was some tomfoolery going on. Good coverage, not a touchdown. 5 points. Oh, nope. They are rolling through their stats on the ESPN if you see that, and it was very confusing. 7-0 is the Rams. Matt Stafford under center again, 2nd and 12. Got one in the backfield. Still motioning a lot of people, getting some pre-snap movement. Running the ball again. Big hole as he gets the first down. Finally taken down for the first down. Oh! Nope. First down. The refs are not going to give the Cardinals any leeway, any hope this game. Not a fumble. He was down by contact. And here's what we're seeing. We're just seeing the Rams opening up these holds. You're just seeing wide field, so much green. If you're a running back for the Rams right now, you are happier than can be as they show the replay and ruins every Cardinals fan's day, showing that it wasn't even close to a fumble. Noah is back with us. Noah, welcome back. 1st and 10.
Yeah. Sorry, had to let the dog outside real quick. So
You're fine. Matthew timeout. Rams, they did not like the look, or they were running out of time. I did not get a chance to look at the play clock. So the Cardinals, their issue early on seems to and they're fine with giving up these run plays and stuff, but these run plays are going to kill us.
did I miss another No, he was down.
Oh, Sony Michel got the
he
ball.
was down.
He waited a second.
He was down.
I know he was down. I already went through the emotions.
That. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's what they were reviewing. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's why play stoppage happened, just because they were reviewing, making sure that wasn't a fumble. Which, I'm glad that they took the time to review that. That's a good, that's a good review. They didn't slow they were very quick with the review, which is good.
Absolutely.
But that's a good
right.
quick stoppage, and it's not interfering with the game because it was quick, and you got to make sure you get the call right, especially in the playoffs. Especially in the playoffs, you got to make sure you get calls right. Hence,
shotgun, a lot of time for Matt Stafford. Launches it up the middle. Extra yardage.
No, it's Higbee.
No, that was your boy Higgy. Whatever the fuck his name is. Higbee.
Yeah, I don't care about his yards. I need him to get a tutty for my little same game parlay. But what I was saying is you gotta take the time to review some of those plays if you're the refs. I think especially in the playoffs. Like I was saying, hence the Bengals Raiders game, although that was a different situation with errant whistle in the middle of the play that should have rendered the play dead.
False start on the Cardinals, or neutral zone infraction. We'll see what they decide to call it as the first quarter comes to an end.
They're discussing.
No foul on the play. End of first quarter. You got lucky there, Cardinals. Merry Christmas. That present like that doesn't come around too often. Second quarter.
We'll see.
As the Rams lead
right,
7-0, Noah, I'm going to leave you for a hot sec. And I'll leave you with the Degens.
Sounds good. I don't know. This will be interesting. We'll see. Obviously, refereeing a hot topic right now in the NFL. The wild card weekend, you had Jerome Boger and his crew will not be refereeing another playoff game this postseason because of the blown call that I referenced earlier in the Bengals and Raiders game. I don't know if you guys watched that or not, but errant whistle was blown mid-play, which should render the play dead according to the rule book. They still ruled it a touchdown despite the whistle going on mid-play, and just a big mishap there. But we'll see. We got Kingsbury's last game, if a loss, question mark. I don't think so. Personally, I think it should be. I don't think the Cardinals will do that. I think he's got another year or two before anything happens, which is interesting because I don't think Kingsbury's a very good coach. But, he's stumbled his way into the playoffs, and that's going to keep him alive for another year or two, I think. So we'll see. I don't think they're going to part ways that quickly. But we did have another news with not a head coach, but a GM. The Raiders firing their GM today makes it another GM opening. So we've got maybe like 4 GM openings and 8 or 9 head coaching openings, which is more than I can recall in any recent season. So there's going to be a lot of shakeups with GMs and head coaches going on here, and that'll be interesting to see how all of that plays out here in the offseason. We got the games back on. Rams lining up. Stafford under center. The snap is off. A little handoff to Cam Akers for 5 or 6 yards there. Looks like AJ's about back, throwing his hands up in the air.
I literally was gone for 2 seconds. I come back and it says buffering, and I'm like, what are we doing here? So now I'm seeing segment 5, Matthew Stafford.
Hence the hands in the air there.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck? But his hands off the ball again. Cardinals do get him.
4-yard rush there. Bring up 3rd and 1.
Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 1. Maybe
Rams are running Rams are running a lot of motion, whether it's Cooper Kupp or Van Jefferson, but I'd imagine they're waiting for a play where they can light it up with that wide receiver motion across the screen.
And honestly, 3rd and 2nd here, close to the red zone. Maybe this is where you turn it up, take a shot at the end zone.
Wait.
Because you're walking away with points anyway.
How's this 3rd and 5? Didn't he just gain like 4 yards in that play, or
3rd and 2nd?
Oh, the graph. Sorry, the graphic was. It said 3rd and 5, and I was confused. But yeah, they got graphic wrong on TV.
The graphics guy just effing up.
Yeah, there we go. They got it fixed. 3rd and 2. I was getting very confused there. I was like, didn't he just run for 3 or 4 yards?
Yeah, it was a good little runoff, but I don't know. I would have taken it. If it was less, 3rd and 5 would have been a lot better than 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that's kind of how it works.
That is. I believe that is actually how it works, Noah.
Not kind of, yeah. That's entirely how it works.
Got 3rd and 2nd coming up. Taking a long time in the huddle. Matthew Stafford breaking it. Looks like we are going to be going empty in the backfield.
Yeah, you got
kind of stacked up.
Sony Michel spread out wide on the outside there. I think they're looking
with
for
no one covering him. He has a clear line to the 1 yard line. Second, they're going to mark it at OBJ with another big catch. First and goal, Rams. Is Kingsbury in charge of last time outs? What do you mean last time outs? That question is a little confusing, Tuna.
He could have gotten to the end zone there.
Oh, if he wanted to. If he would have dropped his shoulder a little bit. Absolutely.
Yeah, that was a pussy move.
But it brings up first and goal on the 2. Motion. And they're going to run it right up the gut. Cardinals not going to get the stop. Touchdown, Rams.
Did he get in, though?
Yeah, he got in. You kidding me?
I don't know. I'm waiting for the replay here. I don't.
Oh!
No, his knee was down. His knee was down.
Where's the ball?
He's at the half-yard line.
Yep, knees down. I'll take the half.
That's short. That ball's not across the...
Ooh, are they going to review? All right, here's a better angle of where you can kind of see the ball. Knee down. Yeah, ball's not.
I think he's short. It's got to be short.
Everything.
Not even a half yard though. This is like he's like 6 to 12 inches short.
Yeah, but he's still short. That's all that matters.
That's okay. I'm cool with that.
They are going to an official review on that. Thank God.
Let's
doing something
let's
right.
Let's get a little pass play.
Little pass play, maybe a little jet sweep with all of this.
Hashtag free Cliff. I don't know if it's free Cliff. It's more so like
free in the Cardinals.
Yeah, I was gonna say more so free the Cardinals
Fire.
of that.
Noah, if you can learn how to read, it's Fire Cliff.
Yeah. Okay.
See Tuna, I love it.
Upon further review, that does say fire, not free.
And upon further review, we still suck.
That might have been my favorite moment of the entire season.
Honestly, top moment of the NFL season. Besides Aaron Rodgers owning the Bears.
Why was that not on the sounds of the season in their pregame?
Why was that? That's my question.
Upon farther review, we suck.
We still suck. And saying that right in front, like right behind the Bears bench. That was great. I hope Matt Nagy cried a little bit after that. Yeah, hashtag Firecliff. Ooh, Vance Joseph a head coaching job from C Tuna. I mean, he deserves one. I believe he's going to get interviewed probably. He's a hell of a coordinator. Looks like they are taking longer than literally the grass to grow to make this call. This ref seems very incompetent. Doesn't know what's going on. Big moment. He's going to piss down his pants and just kind of screw it up.
I don't know that Vance Joseph's enough of a. I don't see him getting a head coaching job this year.
Maybe not this cycle, but if he keeps performing the way he is.
Maybe.
So C Tuna would like Vance Joseph to get a job so that we can get a better defensive coordinator. Gotcha, Tuna. I see the angle you're running there.
I was gonna say I was like I don't see anywhere that would want to hire him over some of the other coordinators that are applying for head coaching jobs, but
like the enemy. All right,
the enemy.
Second and goal. Touchdown is called back. Is down at less than half-quarter of a yard.
Both the coordinators for the Buccaneers, both Byron Leftwich and Todd Bowles, I think, are going to get looks. Nathaniel Hackett's he's had a couple.
Matthew Stafford under center, quarterback sneak.
Short.
No signal.
He's short.
Wow. Third and goal. This is a big 3rd and goal here. J.J. Watt on the sideline, not really a fan of that call.
I mean, he's an edge rusher. Like,
Yeah.
you're not putting J.J. Watt into it. You're not risking injuring him to try to plug up a half yard. They might run another sneak here again. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to see him run a second
Matthew
sneak in a
Stafford
row
under
here.
center, one in the back, Cooper Kupp running, and another sneak. It looks like he gets it this time. No signal. Could be short, setting up 4th and goal. Wow.
I wouldn't be shocked to see the Rams try to run a 3rd sneak in a row here.
No, he got it. They're going to review it. He got it.
Yeah, probably. That's what it looks like.
That's a shame. But hey, Cardinals, good defensive work there. That is something you should be proud of. I know it ended in a touchdown. But that's going to be something positive that we can build on in the offseason.
Is what? Making 2 stops and then giving up the 3rd?
I don't know. No, I'm trying to be positive here.
No, they just need Midget Man to start running around.
Point's not on the board yet.
Doing things. Throwing the ball. Make something happen.
Yeah, well, Midget Man needs his puppet master to call a good play.
What is Kyler Murray, like 5'6", something like that? Maybe 5'5"?
No, he's my height. He's 5'9", 5'10".
Ah. Could have fooled me.
I'm as tall as an NFL quarterback. That's pretty cool.
I think he's actually listed at like 5'11", but...
Yeah, and in pro wrestling, I'm listed at 6'2", bro. We're gonna be real here, so all those sport, like all of these guys, like all their numbers are a little, what's it called? Fluffed, if you will. Like, sure, he's 6'9", but it's 6'9" with the certain cleats on. And yeah,
it depends. It depends. Like in football, if you're like 6'3" or taller, they don't really need to do any. Basketball, like most positions, you get an extra inch or 2. Also, especially like in basketball, like the big men, like they chalk them down like 10, 15, 20 pounds from what they actually are.
Oh, yeah. Want to make them seem a little leaner. But then you see Shaq running around, and you're like, I don't think he's 250.
No, I mean, but like the NFL, I feel like it's not a case for like most positions, but like quarterback, they definitely like if you're under like 6'2", 6'3", they definitely like jack you up like an extra inch or 2 or 3 on the depth chart.
Now, Noah, I know unfortunately we don't have a rules expert to come on with us and come on live from New York and everything, but can you tell me why it's taking so freaking long to call this a touchdown? We saw the replay one time, and we were like, oh, nope, yeah, that's 100% a touchdown. And here we are finally taking the headset off and getting in there. Like, what are we doing?
I'm still on commercial break, dog.
You're on commercial break? Oh, I didn't cut to commercial. I'm on I don't know what I'm on.
Interesting. I'm just cutting back, and they're making the announcement right now.
Yep, and they're making the announcement. It's a touchdown. Yes, we know.
Interesting. So we got the announcement at the same time, but like you got all the other like on the field bullshit, and I just was on commercial.
Okay, so here I figured it out. I accidentally clicked what's called Megacast on ESPN Plus, and apparently they just don't cut away from the game ever.
Ooh, that was nice penetration, a nice initial hit, but like whoever came in there hit Stafford sideways instead of hitting him backwards.
100% field goal is good.
Kind of rolled in. Yeah, well that was damn close there. I mean, Good
Yeah,
effort by the
that's
Cardinals
what she
there at
gets.
their little goal line defense, but not enough.
Not enough, but good effort. But effort doesn't win football games. Points wins football games, and we need some points on this drive coming up, bro.
Yeah, I
We'll see if
mean,
Moody Murray
too
is there or not.
too early to get into panic mode. If you're the Cardinals, just run your offense, do what you can. You get a touchdown out of this drive, you're sitting you're just fine. You're fine. Like there's no problems.
Odell Beckham Jr. is 11-1 so far. 45.5 receiving yards, over 35.5 rushing yards for Cam Akers. Matt Stafford, anytime touchdown, plus 625 hit already. They're just going through the markets that have been graded already for props.
Oh, okay.
And, yeah, and whew. OBJ
Yeah,
over on receptions. Yeah,
that's fine.
that's solid.
To recap what we went over in our pregame show, if anybody missed it, I picked the Rams to win 31-30. I believe AJ, you said 30-25. Cardinals was your prediction. So longest active title droughts, Cardinals 1947, which is the longest in professional sports.
Shout out to the Cubs for finally winning a World Series. Kyler Murray in shotgun. Time to throw, but gets sacked. Little Kyler Murray sitting on the ground like a little
dude
kid who just got tackled on the playground.
He went down like a bitch on that play.
I don't know what happened. I don't know who talked to him.
I get not wanting to get hurt.
He has not been the same Kyler.
I get not wanting to be hurt. Why'd you spin on your knees? Like, he could have ran out of that so easily. If he just stepped up and right in the pocket there, he would have avoided that.
17 for the Cardinals. Kyler Murray with the snap, play action. Aaron Donald all over him. Finally gets some movement, and he throws it away. Woohoo!
Well,
17 coming up, Kyler.
He didn't throw it away. He threw it into the fucking ground. Is what he did.
C Tuna with another trademark with another hashtag of the game, hashtag trade Kyler. I agree. Send him to Green Bay. We'll take Rodgers when the season's all said and done.
Yeah, well, that's okay. Rodgers will be in Green Bay for the rest of his career, so.
Let's hope not. 3rd and 17 coming up. Kyler discussing with his running back. Hey, man, so where do you want to go this offseason? It looks like we're not doing. Kyler's like, shut up. But rough snap. Kyler not being comfortable in that pocket. Little dump off pass. What the? 4th down. 3 and out. With no positive yardage. Love to see it.
Is Kingsbury calling the plays?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure. They weren't. I haven't been able to really find any articles that says who calls the play. But Tuna, if you're out there and know the answer, please let us know. Andy Lee,
getting plenty of work.
I'm about to buy this guy's jersey. I'm saying his name so much.
Yeah, getting plenty of work today.
Not his best boot.
No, that one was short.
He's really proving that he's worth that money.
Rams are going to have great field possession for the 3rd time this game. They're setting up in great field position. So.
Yes, they are, Noah. Thank you for bringing that up. You'll love to see it. I really don't know. The defense is doing good, but this offense needs to help them out, put some points on the board, and we just aren't even moving the ball. I understand that Aaron Donald in this defense is no joke, but Kyler, we brought you in because you're a mobile quarterback. Let's start being a mobile quarterback.
Yeah, I don't want to be stuck relying on Stafford to make a bad throw and a bad pick or pick six or something here. Like it's kind of what it feels like, but it's not the situation you want to be in.
And Tuna coming in clutch here. Yes, Cliff does call the plays.
Well, he's doing a very shit job of that, so.
Very shit job at it. Very shit. Maybe should consider halftime adjustment. I'm gonna let my offensive coordinator call this. See what happens.
Yeah,
But
well,
he won't do that.
Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen, but it would be interesting to see what happens, and then maybe we win a football game. But who knows? 10 minutes, 30 seconds left in the second. Rams only have one timeout left in the half. If they were not up by 2 possessions, I would be concerned, but it seems like the Rams kind of got it locked and loaded.
Yeah, I mean,
Time management, not the game, but like time management wise.
we'll see. I mean, if Stafford throws a bad pick here, completely changes the tide of the game. But
True.
if I'm the Rams, I'm
While we
just
have a moment.
trying to. If I'm the Rams, I'm just trying to run the ball down and I'd take a 14-0 lead at halftime.
Yeah, that's 100% what you're trying to do.
I think if you're the Rams, yeah, you don't push it at all. I think, just try to go and do halftime up 14-0.
Hummingbird coming into the chat now. Isn't that the head coach's job to call the plays? It's a very
Not always.
misconstrued thought, actually. The job of the head coach is to manage the team and to overlook
Manage the
everything. Manage the game, clock management, timeouts, all that stuff. And a lot of these head
and some
coaches
of them
think they're gods.
No, I wouldn't even say that. You just have a mix. You have some head coaches in the NFL that call their offensive plays. You have some that call the defense, and you have some that don't
Matt
call.
Stafford running for 5 yards.
And you have some head coaches that don't call either, and have an offensive coordinator that calls the offensive plays and a defensive coordinator that calls the defensive plays. So it's
Matt Nagy was.
It's a mix. It's a mix. Matt Nagy wasn't, for the most part, calling the offensive plays. It was Bill Lazor, their offensive coordinator for the Bears, who was calling.
True, until he took
offense.
over and then gave it back up, and then, no consistency with the team, which did seem to be a big issue. 2nd and 5, Stafford lining up in shotgun, 1 to his right, 3 to the left. No motion, handoff. Nice little run there. Couple yards. 3rd and medium coming up.
I believe McVay doesn't call the plays on either side of the ball. He's just the head coach.
And that would be why his clock management is so much better than anyone else in the NFL.
He's got less to focus on.
Yeah. When you're only focusing on one part of the
Stafford.
game.
Stafford looks shaken up.
Oh, hold on. Are you ahead of me now? Because I'm coming up 3rd down.
Stays in the game. He was holding his foot,
4.
leg. I don't know what. Yeah, he's his legs bothering him.
All right. 1 second. No, 3rd and 4. Shotgun. All going wide open. Drops the ball. 4th down coming up.
Dropped pass.
Where was Stafford shaken up?
Are you watching a different feed
Or did
than
I
I
just
am?
miss it?
Because
I don't know,
the play before this one, he went down on the ground. He was holding his foot and then he went up to his leg and something didn't seem right. And then even in the huddle, he was kind of holding the back, his hamstring a little.
I was
bit.
looking at something on the YouTube page. My bad. Might have just missed it.
Obviously,
Outright.
dropped pass there. He hit the guy in the hands.
Punting.
Also could have been placed a little bit better, but
Taking a nice Rams bounce down at the
Get a
1 yard
short-
line. Cardinals again
short-
in terrible field position.
that's one where you just go up and catch it.
Fair catch at the 15
Short
or the 12.
punt,
I mean, you're risking that it's going to go to the 25, bro. Not cool.
Yeah, but when it's that short of a field, you got to go up and fair catch that and not let the defense or the special teams just hawk that ball.
Hey,
I don't know.
100%. I agree with you. This is an issue.
I would have
The
fair caught
Cardinals
that
are
at the
just not
12.
playing fundamental football right now.
Yeah, now they're gonna have to go 99 yards if they want to score on this play, or on this drive. So
They have to go 60. They have
it
to go more 65 so that they can at least get into field goal range.
well, yeah, if they want to score a touchdown, they got to go 99. So
Yeah, and a touchdown would be really nice. Really nice right now.
I mean, it's kind of crucial at this point, I would think. Anyways, AJ, I'm gonna go while we're on commercial break, grab another bevy.
Another bevy.
Yes, sir.
Sounds good to me. I'll rip apart Kyler Murray for the next couple minutes then before
Oh,
the next
yeah,
one.
sure. Oh, tear him down
See
so
you
that
later.
he plays better.
Hopefully, reverse psychology. But we all know that might not actually work. Again, Kyler Murray has played really well this season. I don't think we should take away from how well he's played this season. It's just these last handful of games and him being quoted in interviews saying, "Yeah, I'm saving it for the playoffs. I'm saving it. Saving what for the playoffs, bro? Because if you're saving it for the playoffs, I'm not seeing anything going on. And unless you're saving it for the second half, but there's not going to be any more playoffs to save it for if we don't win this game. We would have been doing a lot better had we actually gone in and won the last 4 games of the season and everything, but here we are. C-Tuna, Hummingbird saying, be nice. I will have Kyler be nicer to me and score a touchdown, make me feel a little bit better about a money line bet, and I'll be nicer to him. C-Tuna, perhaps Cliff will motivate them at halftime. I mean, yeah, threatened to ground Kyler from his video games during the offseason. Maybe set a bedtime for him or something. Yeah, Cliff will motivate him, but he's going to have to motivate him like a child that he is. On the 1 yard line, 1st and 10, we are going to run the ball for a nice little gain, about 3-4 yards going. 2nd and 6 coming up. Still not abandoning the run, which is a good sign. I mean, we need to establish the run, and we need to get play action moving so that Kyler can get more time, because that defensive line is just eating him up whenever he tries to sit in the pocket, and he's trying to be a pocket quarterback and doesn't move outside of the pocket. It's just not good. Wow, grounded from video games, not nice. I know, Hummingbird. Kyler Murray with all the time in the world. Nice throw, big touch, biggest offensive play, but fumble and out of bounds. Cliff Kingsbury is looking for a head-to-head contact, but we're not going to get a flag on that because Cardinals ain't going to get a call all day. He made a football move. He caught the ball. It's a catch. He fumbled it out of bounds. It's down right there. I don't understand what we're discussing here. I don't even professionally cover football. I don't get paid to do this, but I've watched this enough to know the rules, and the fact that we're having a conference about this is absolutely unbelievable. No head-to-head flag there on obviously a hit where he's leading with his head and hits him right in the head, as you can see in that replay. So what are we talking about? Are we talking about how we blew that call? Are we talking about how we got to make it a little less obvious that we want the Rams to win? Are they talking about the winnings that they made from the last bet they placed, and the games they screwed? I mean, what are we doing here? AJ Green obviously getting hit in the head. And we're still talking about whether he caught the ball or not. He caught the ball and made a football move. That's why he got hit. Dude, this is ridiculous. Unbelievable. We are still having a conversation about this. You can see the look on the players, even on the Rams' face. They're like, what the hell are we doing here? Let's keep it moving. He caught the ball. Football move. Gets hit. Fumble. Out of bounds. That's a catch. And a missed head-to-head contact call. These refs are just absolutely killing it. But knowing the way this game's going, that's going to be an incomplete pass, which is not the correct call. We'll see what happens, though. They're still talking about it, because if we're going to talk about it, why don't we just go to replay at this point? But nope, everyone is still super confused with what's going on. Biggest stage we've ever been on. Millions of people watching around the world. It's too big of a moment for me. I'm getting nervous, and that's why I'm shitting the bed right now. These guys are killing it. Noah, welcome back to what has been 5 minutes of the refs not knowing what football is. Missed a very obvious head-to-head contact call while after, and it's first and 10. At least the Cardinals got it. AJ Green going into the blue tent off of a head-to-head hit, but they didn't call it.
I don't know if that was.
I
don't know if that was
that egregious of like a head-to-head.
And Sean McVay's going to challenge the call.
I mean, they kind of...
Because we didn't talk about it for long enough.
Kind of like nicked face masks at like a high speed.
I understand, but still, if he's out with a concussion, I mean, then that's head-to-head contact. Simple as that. Regardless, it looks like we are going to take another 25 minutes to discuss whether this was a catch or not.
I mean, I don't.
And yeah, everyone's still super confused.
Oh man, I'm getting blasted by hummingbird, I guess. No, I don't. He didn't complete the catch. The question is whether or not there's a penalty there, right? Like,
But they can't call a penalty off of a review.
Right. Yeah.
It's clearly a catch. He had a football move. He dropped the ball off contact. It fumbled it out of bounds. It's a first down. Unbelievable what we are seeing here with these refs.
I think
with the head-to-head contact. This is going to be another ref crew that will not be considered for the Super Bowl.
They have not made a bad call all game until maybe, depending on what this one is. I don't know, but
we'll see. And I mean, I guess that really is.
I'm just saying
they've been with a lot of these refs. Everyone knows the rules, but it's such judgment calls. And so if one guy's having a bad day on the ref squad and wants to ruin someone else's day, he's going to abuse that power. C. Tuna saying it's a poor use of a challenge flag.
I
mean, they must feel pretty confident.
Well, the call on the field was
not the best use.
Was the call on the field a completion? Is that what the challenge
was
about?
Call on the field was a completion.
Oh, so McVay's challenging
the catch.
I think McVay wins this challenge. I think they call it incomplete.
We'll see. They are showing this replay.
I'm not saying I want it to be called incomplete or anything. I'm just saying, like, from a completely objective standpoint, I think they're going to rule this incomplete.
But right there, when he does that, you see him catch the ball, set his feet, and then get hit. Is that not a football move? Because you see him right there, catch, and he gets ready to get hit.
You need 2 steps and a football move, though.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Next thing you're going to have to do is sell your firstborn child to make it called a catch. I swear to God. All right, looks like we're done.
I'm just saying my initial reaction was I thought that was incomplete. I was wondering about the head-to-head, but given the replay, kind of seemed like he just kind of nicked the face mask.
All right, what are we doing here?
Obviously, can't review a penalty.
Pass incomplete. Third down. That's it.
That's what I assumed. Imagine what the Cardinals could be with a better head coach.
Imagine what the Cardinals. Don't even. Oh my God.
This roster
is unbelievable. This
roster is so talented, but Kingsbury is not the guy. Yeah, that was
unbelievable. I could not agree with you more.
That was not a complete pass.
I'm fine with it not being a completed pass, Noah, but where is the head-to-head contact? Regardless of if it was a face mask that nicked it, if it was whatever, you can see on the replay
it's not reviewable.
Making contact.
It's not reviewable. So
no, and I get that, Noah, but why are these refs so incompetent that they can't make a call that they're saying is one of the more important calls that they need to call? And they have no problem whipping the flag out for all that shit, but apparently when it's the Cardinals in the playoffs, it doesn't matter.
You don't even have grounds to say that.
All right, 3rd and 7 at the
You
1 yard
want,
line.
if you really want me to dive into Cardinals getting bailed out by calls in the playoffs, I've got ammo for that. So we can dive into that if we want to. But
Well, we obviously don't get bailed out enough considering we haven't won a Super Bowl since 47. So I don't know how deep that argument really goes. 3rd and 7. Oh, it looks like they got a couple yards off that run. I forgot about it because it's been 25 minutes since the last play.
Goes plenty
Looks
deep
like some
because you don't
confusion on the Rams side.
You shouldn't need to rely on the refs to fucking make it to the Super Bowl.
And Kyler Murray, Kyler Murray with a Carson Wentz move of going down and just throwing the ball up in the air, pick 6. Rams up 20-0.
Nothing like avoiding a safety by throwing a pick 6.
Oh.
You know, at least they get the ball back instead of the Rams getting the ball
Noah.
again.
Fuck off, Noah.
Oh, God, that was... Hey, Stafford did the exact same thing against the Titans earlier this year.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Take the...
He literally underhand pitched it in the air. God, that was...
Tuna, trade Kyler, fire Cliff. Let's blow it all up because this is not working. And the Cardinals, I'm surprised they didn't call that false start there.
I feel like if the Cardinals, and they won't, but if they did decide to trade Kyler, I feel like they could ship him off to a team with the top 5 pick and get extra
you can
draft
get
picks
some
in
money
addition
for
to
Kyler.
that.
You can get some stuff for Kyler.
Yeah, Kyler's going nowhere. He's sticking around. He's only in his 3rd year, so.
Yeah, so and that's what I'm concerned about. I know he's going to be around next year. He's going to be around next year. We're going to play out his rookie contract. I don't think we sign him.
No. It'll be fine. He just needs to learn not to do dumb shit like that.
I guess. Oh, man.
Like, just take the safety. It's 2 points, right? I mean, obviously, then the Rams get the ball back, but like it's fine. Like you take that. That's a situation where you need to take the safety instead of trying to do some dumbass shit like that.
Yeah, and that's all it is at this point. Dumb shit. And it's been consistently dumb shit with Kyler and these boys. I mean, Rams kicking it off to the Cardinals. It looks like we'll run this one back. Little bit of a jog. Doesn't get anywhere. We are down still behind the 20.
What, the 11 or 12 yard line?
Yep. Can't even make it to the 15.
Well, hey, we get to see more of Kyler now. And I can guarantee you he's... more of Kyler. But now we're going to get shooken up Kyler, and he's going to throw a pick here or something.
Oh, Moody Murray. Moody Murray is about to be in full force.
He needs to, go back onto the sideline and play on his Nintendo Switch. Let the adults let the adults play the playoff games.
All right, so Noah. Hold on, Kyler Murray with the snap all the time in the world. Nope. Little dump pass, getting some positive yards at least. Number 6, Connor, thank you so much for pushing the Rams receiver into Zach Ertz. That's what we needed there. 2nd down coming up for the Cardinals off of a nice little gain. 0-21. Noah, hypothetically speaking, with 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter, let's say the Rams are up 30 points. You bring in Colt McCoy after half?
No.
Oh, you do. Oh, I say you do.
No.
Handoff. Running up the middle. James Conner getting a little loose for the first down and about another 10.
Nice little run for JC there. No,
Cardinals, maybe they needed that pick 6. Maybe Kyler needed that pick 6 to get woken up a little bit.
AJ, Colt McCoy's not coming in this game unless Kyler gets injured.
I
Here's the
know.
thing: like, no matter how much you're down, you're going to keep fighting. It's a playoff game. It's the last game of the season if you lose. So there's no
Kyler in
reason
shotgun
not to just
motion, jet sweep fake,
no.
play action. A lot of time. He's gonna throw the ball way too high. Should have ran the ball, had some open field. But
But
what
you know
can
what
you
I'm
do?
saying?
He's trying to
Like,
force it.
there's no need to, like, there's no reason you put it in your backup
No.
at this point. And Kyler doesn't look pissy yet,
Not yet. He's composed. And so
which
I'm sticking, which is different for him.
I'm I'm giving the Cardinals a small chance because he doesn't look pissy yet. But the second we get him, looking at the refs throwing his hands up in the air and shit like that, then it's over. But
2nd and 10, Kyler in shotgun, lets it loose. And one of the weirdest plays I've ever seen, in and out of number 4's hand into the Rams' arms, and then the Cardinals still catch it. 1st and 10. That was Rondale Moore.
sorry, we had a completion. We had a completion and then an interception and then a completion.
And then a completion. Crazy
All in
stat
one
line
play.
for Kyler. Oh, Wildcat offense. Getting a runoff. Keep it moving with the 1st down.
Chase Edmonds, let's go.
Is that Edmonds? Yep, Chase Edmonds. Let's move it, boy. Hey, the Cardinals finally starting to get some rhythm going. Showing another replay of the weirdest.
Yeah. Completion,
What the-
interception, and then a completion again at the end. That ball changed hands 3 times in one play. Oh, it was crazy.
1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Trips to the two receivers to the right and left motion. 3 to the left. Running back in the backfield. Fake the handoff. Screen. Not fast enough to get past. Who is that? Miller? Yeah, Von Miller again, number 40. He's dangerous on the edge still. And shout out to him. Really coming over from Denver mid-season and making a big impact on this Rams team.
He did absolutely nothing for a number of weeks, but
hey, doing nothing and not causing any penalties is better than doing nothing and getting some false starts and stuff.
He's having an impact in this game, which is probably his best game since he came over to the Rams.
All right, Kyler Murray under center now. Fake the handoff, play action. Dump off and pick. Picked by the big man. And even though they bumped into a Cardinals player while celebrating, it will not be excessive celebration while they run all the way down the field. No taunting, nothing. Whew. And Kyler is looking like we are getting moody Kyler again, not looking happy with what just happened. You throw the ball. He had his head around. He needed it just guided a little bit more. He wasn't there. Wasn't ready. Too big of a moment. Pissed down his pants. And here we are with the...
Well, that wasn't Kyler's fault at all.
A little bit behind the 50.
James Conner tipped it straight up to the Rams.
True. Did tip it straight up to him. And you just can't be having that. 1st and 10 on the 49, on the Rams 49. Matthew Stafford under center. It looks like you got 2 to the right, 1 in the backfield. And they will be play action. Getting some pressure. Lets it rip. Overthrown. Nothing there. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Jesus. God, he threw him by like 10 yards there.
C. Tuna. Kyler threw a duck. I've never thrown a duck. I've never seen a duck thrown, but I would agree that he did, in fact, throw a duck in that situation there. And just kind of let it float. And then the miscommunication with the tight end, not pretty.
Hey, at least it wasn't like the Buffalo and New England game where somebody threw a dick.
Hey, Bildos are an honored tradition in the Bills franchise. All right, you got 2 running backs in the backfield. Motion, Cooper Kupp. Fake pass. Stafford looking for something. Gets Odell Beckham Jr. up the middle for plus yards. 1st down and a lot, but we do have a flag on the play.
Be a holding.
This one might be coming back.
Odell's celebrating a shit ton, and it'll be funny when that doesn't count for shit.
Holding offense. 5-yard penalty.
Yep.
Replays, second down. And there we go. Where is that hold? It looks like it's on number 77 right there. Yeah, he just started falling, took him down with him. Saved Stafford from a big hit, though.
Hooked him around the head.
All right, 2nd and 20 coming up for the Rams. Still in the huddle. All right, looks like they are split out. Where do we got them? Let me see this. Under center, one running back in the back, 2 receivers to the right. Running the ball. Oh, and he's stuffed! And he is taken down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss. 3rd and long coming up for the Rams. Big defensive plays being made by the Cardinals. Shout out after that holding call. They really took advantage and got in the backfield. Good penetration there. 3rd down coming up. Whew. All right, Matthew Stafford in the backfield. Shotgun formation, 3rd down. And a long time to go. We'll see what happens here. You got 3 to the left. Running the ball. And he will be taken down at about the 45, about 3rd and 15-ish coming up. Noah, do you go? 4th and 15-ish. Do you go for it here?
No.
Or are you more than happy to just punt on 4th and 20?
Yeah, you just punt.
Punt it away, make the Cardinals make a good play on offense because they haven't been able to do that all night. Big punt. And the Cardinals will fair catch it. Again, behind the 20-yard line. Looks like it was caught at the 9. All right, Kyler Murray and the boys coming back on the field. Kyler Murray still looking like he's in high spirits. Doing well. C-Tuna, you are happy at 21-0. Punt. Then you will improve your field position through another interception. That does seem to be the way the game is going right now. Shout out ESPN. This broadcast I'm watching, it has win probability, and they have the Cardinals at 10%. I think that's a little high.
10 whole percentages.
10 whole percentage.
Ah.
All right, Kyler's in the backfield, out for another drive. Looks like they marked it at 10. Oh, and there's already laundry on the field.
10 seems a little bit aggressive right now.
A little bit, just about.
We'll
see what the laundry's all about.
AJ, I'd be more in the 3-ish range, personally.
One percentage point for every possession they're down?
Cardinals get the opening kickoff of the second half, right? No, they started with the ball.
Yep, that'd be the Rams getting it. All right, 1st and 15 on their own 5. The Cardinals.
I take it back. I'll give him
Kyler with time. And I don't even know what he's doing at this point.
Why are you? I'm giving the Cardinals about 1.5% right now.
I appreciate your optimism, Noah. C-Tuna, I know they could come back, but we're watching the same game here. Kyler is off tonight. I don't know what is going on with him. All right, 2nd and 15 coming up. Looks like we'll have 3 receivers to the left. Kyler Murray in shotgun again. Chase Edmonds in the backfield with him. What are we going to do, Kyler? 2nd and 15. You got to show up. And the snap. No chance. Just no chance at all. Good penetration by the Rams. Great coverage. Good to go. Perhaps the long drive by Los Angeles tired him out. You're right. Kyler had to watch that whole drive from the sidelines. Probably demoralizing. But if that's demoralizing, you need to get thicker skin, Kyler.
Cardinals are going to score a bunch of fucking garbage time points in the second half. So I would absolutely live bet the over right now.
What are we at right now? Do I take it again?
I mean, what's it at,
It's
like
locked
48,
right
49
now. Excuse
still?
me. Locked right now. Cardinals
I mean,
with
if it's
finally a
below-
completed pass, but gets them absolutely nowhere. About a 6-yard gain on the play.
If it's below 50, I think you take it no question. I mean, like the Rams might score another
46 and a
touchdown here.
half. 47 and a half. I already have it at
Yeah,
47
easy.
and a half. I'm not going to take it again.
Easy, because
I am-
the Rams might score another touchdown this half. They might make it 28-0 at halftime. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't think that. And
Now, I'm gonna
like
be
I
honest
said, the
with you, Noah.
Cardinals are going to only be throwing the ball in the second half. So
I'm going to make a small wager on Cardinals money line live at plus 1,400.
yeah,
So
that
here we go.
sounds like
Ride or die, baby.
It sounds like the stupidest thing you could do, but
No, the stupidest thing I could do would be to take Cardinals money line and the under at 47 and a half points.
oh, so you're just doing the second stupidest thing you could do.
Yeah. I looked at it and I was like,
Okay.
is this the stupidest thing I could do? And I said, no, the stupidest thing would do to be to parlay the two. So I feel like I'm doing the smart thing by not doing the most stupidest thing I could do. You know what I mean?
Okay, sure.
I think that's some
go for
PEMDAS
it.
and some stuff cancels out. I think that's how that works.
Or
maybe
AJ,
you
I
get
don't think
the,
you pay, I don't think you paid
Quadratic
enough
equation
attention.
in here and it'll figure us out.
I don't think you paid enough
What?
attention to middle school math.
What do you mean? I absolutely did because I still remember my teacher's name. Her name was Miss Bonesteel.
It
So
seems
I
like the
definitely
only
paid
thing
attention in middle school math.
it seems like the only thing you remember from Algebra 1, but
Wow. Hurtful.
I don't think your grade is dictated by remembering the teacher's name. Just saying.
Noah, I swear to God, I will break out A equals the square root of B squared plus C squared all over 2B. I will pull that shit out of my ass right now.
We're not a math show, but you just gave the like Pythagorean theorem over 2b.
Shit.
Like
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What was the one I'm thinking of?
totally-
No. Give me a second.
No. You totally mixed. You totally just like merged the Pythagorean theorem and the quadratic equation into one.
No. So the quadratic formula is x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of 2ac. No, 2a minus c
Minus 4ac.
minus 4ac all over 2a.
There we go. Took you a little
Hey.
bit, but
Hey, there we go. Getting some math done on here. You see, guys, you come on Degenerate Takes, and
this
you
is
see some
probably
college
why.
grads struggle with very basic math.
No, this is why your bets are so far off, is because you can't do basic math.
Okay, no. No. When it comes to sports betting, my math is impeccable. All right, but
Is it? Do we need
Yeah,
need
but
to
let me
deep
tell you,
dive
I
into
don't
your
care.
record lately?
we do not need a deep dive into my
Okay.
gambling record. No, I will say hockey has been very
Okay.
nice to me recently. So shout out to hockey.
I like that. I like that you're getting more into hockey though, AJ, because that's
I am.
and you need it to, because then we'll have more material coming forward when football's over and all we got is basketball and hockey, which is not a
And
bad
let's be
thing.
real.
I mean, I like,
We will
I
cover.
like basketball. I like
We will,
hockey.
and I'll tell you, D-Gens right now, we'll cover basketball, but neither of us love the NBA or really, like, we'll cover it, but we prefer college basketball, so we'll cover that more, and we prefer hockey more, so we're going to cover hockey more, because this is our show, so if you want us to talk
Loyola,
about the
by the
NBA,
way-
though, we'll talk about the NBA.
AJ,
But like,
Loyola,
share, subscribe, and let us know you want to.
Loyola coming in at number 22 this week.
Oh, they finally cracked?
They cracked the top 25. They're ranked number 22.
Hell yeah, shout out Loyola.
Oh God.
Cardinals with a big boot,
Ram-
but not the best boot. 1st and 10 coming up for the Rams.
Rams getting great field position for the 4th time tonight.
Yeah, in a row. 4th time in a row.
Is it the 4th time in a row? I don't know. Maybe.
C Tuna just wants to let you know, Noah, that the Jayhawks are still number 7. Even though
Yeah,
after a
well,
couple of embarrassing losses.
Arizona's number 3, so it's okay. Y'all can
Bear down. Matt Stafford in shotgun,
7.
1 running back to his left. Stacked receivers. Cooper Kupp in motion again. Running play. Up the middle for big gain, about 8 yard, 7 yard gain for Sony Michel. Second down.
This game feels about over. It's not even halftime, but
no, it's not over.
It's
not over, especially because the Cardinals, big play on second down, taking them down in the backfield. 3rd and 10 coming up now.
AJ, I don't trust the Cardinals to overcome this deficit. I'm not going to lie.
I agree. You know what, Noah? I agree with you. You know what I don't trust more, though? The 9 years spent in a losing culture for Matthew Stafford. He is winning a game in the playoffs right now. He's never been in this position before. He could just shit the bed.
He's never had good players around him. He's never had good coaches around him. He's like, this is his first
Matthew
time
Stafford with the shotgun, 3rd and 5.
around.
Dropped ball by your boy Higbee. 4th and 5 coming up with 42 seconds left.
Bringing up the punt unit. Well,
Hummingbird, to answer your question, can the Cardinals stop them at all? I don't know.
they just did.
That's the best I can give you right now. But they stopped them because he dropped the ball. I don't know if we can really call that a stop.
Well, technically it still counts, you know. The Cardinals need to put up 7 before this game goes to
almost
halftime.
the block punt.
Like, AJ, I think...
Fair catch. Oh, he almost dropped it. Fair catch at the 12. Again, behind the 20-yard line, starting position for the Cardinals.
Did drop it.
Not looking good.
AJ, the Cardinals need to find a way to put 7 on the board here before halftime, or 21-0. I think it's just too much to overcome, especially with the Rams getting the ball first in the second half. 3 doesn't do it. 3 doesn't do it here at the end of the half. I get like getting on the board and everything, but like Cardinals need to find a way. Kyler Murray needs to pull some Aaron Rodgers magic and score a touchdown here.
Well, Kyler Murray in shotgun with the clock running, and we're handing the ball off up the middle.
Cliff, have we mentioned that Cliff Kingsbury is a genius?
I'm sorry. Are we the New York Giants, Noah?
For the Cardinals. Well, you didn't QB sneak it on 3rd and 9, so that's better call than that. But I don't know why you don't try to score a touchdown here. Kingsbury is he's acting like a sick dog. He's laying down and dying. Is what he's doing. I think you have grounds if you're the Cardinals to fire Kingsbury after this game. Like, if nothing turns around here in the second half, which he won't because he's probably one of the worst coaches in the NFL at making halftime adjustments. So they're going to come out and try the exact same shit they've been trying in the first half, in the second half. I don't know. If he loses this game 35-0, I think that's grounds to fire him. I mean, you saw
speechless right now. I can't believe what I just watched.
Raiders fired their GM today. A GM that,
Yeah. No, a very good GM. He put a good team around there. He did the best that he could.
Well,
They got to the playoffs, but
I don't know if he's a very good GM. My thing with the Raiders, though, is like Rich Bisaccia, however you pronounce it. I feel like he should get another shot at head coaching based on what he did with the Raiders this year.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Obviously, the Raiders aren't going forward with him, but like, I feel like somebody should take a chance on him because like what he did with like all the drama that was surrounding the Raiders there. Yeah. But God, I don't think the Cardinals will fire Cliff Kingsbury, but I don't know. If you lose like 35, 42-0, something like that, that might be grounds for firing.
It really is. And Degens, if you aren't already, please follow us on Twitter, myself at Brofict1, Noah at N_Engelbretson, and you'll be able to get alerts for our tweets, like the one I just put out, #FireCliff. Thank you, C Tuna, for the inspiration. Go ahead and like that and share it. You might as well quote tweet it. Get it out there so the Cardinals understand how fucking upset we are with this performance so far.
I'd love to hear in the chat, how many points do the Cardinals realistically have to lose by for them to fire Cliff? Like, how bad does it have to be? Because I think it has to be like 35-0, like 42-7, something like that for that even to come up. But I mean, if we have an equal second half and it's 42-0, I think Cliff might be. I don't know. Who knows?
Now, because we are a betting show, let's talk about something that's kind of interesting here. And by the way, it's 21 points. Cardinals need to lose by 21 points in order to get Kingsbury fired. If we lose by this amount, if we put up a goose egg, get him out of town. I'm done.
Jonathan Kopp says, I need Ertz over 5.5 receptions, Kirk over 4.5, and Green over 3.5. You think there's a chance? No, because all of those
receptions.
None of those guys are on pace right now, as far as I know. I haven't looked exactly at the stats, but I would
really quick. But
I would assume
the Cardinals
all of
have
them
been making some plays; they just haven't been effective.
I would assume all of them are off pace. I think one or two of those could hit, but I think there's no way all three of those hit.
Or Cardinals get super hot in the second half and they just start going off.
Well, the Cardinals will be throwing the ball a lot the second half, especially down 3 scores, AJ.
Oh, absolutely.
So
Zach Ertz at 1 reception right now. AJ Green at 0. Christian Kirk at 1.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a hard sell to hit. Those.
I can definitely see Kirk.
He says
Green
he
hitting.
Also needs a Stafford interception and Michelle over 60 rushing yards.
Buddy, you and I both need a Stafford interception here.
I like the prospect of Michelle getting over 60 rushing yards because I think the Rams are going to go to a much more run-heavy offense the second half, being up 3 scores.
100%.
Stafford getting an interception, that's going to be very iffy because I think the Rams are going to throw the ball much, much less in the second half here.
That's not to say, though, they're 3rd and 10. They need to get a first down that Stafford doesn't throw a desperation Hail Mary or something like that.
Oh, they're not going to avoid the pass game, but they're going to be throwing it a lot less, which decreases the amount. Especially playing with the lead, you're going to make safer throws, hopefully. I don't know, Jonathan. I don't love either of those prospects there. The way the game's going, it seems like you're fighting an uphill battle.
It could be an uphill battle, but it's one that they're going to have to fight. Now, Noah, one of the Kyler Murray anytime touchdown, can you talk about how that's not going to hit any chance whatsoever for a couple minutes while I rush off real quick?
Well, I might rush off as well, AJ.
Well,
I'm just kidding. Okay. I'm not going to talk about how that won't hit because it definitely might hit. Like AJ brought up, Kyler Murray anytime touchdown, I don't think that's not necessarily going to hit. He could definitely rush in for a touchdown. He's always a rushing threat. I don't know why he hasn't run the ball more, but my biggest thing with Kyler Murray, and let me know if you agree or disagree in the chat, but he tends to try to force a lot of bad throws when he's scrambling, opposed to just throwing the ball away or running the ball for 2 or 3 yards. He loves to just throw it out there, and that's where you get some of these picks from, is Kyler Murray refusing to throw the ball out of bounds, and that's something that I think will get better. I mean, he's a third-year quarterback. I think he'll figure it out eventually, but he hasn't figured it out yet, and he throws some of these bad picks because he refuses to throw the ball out of bounds. Refuses
Absolutely,
to throw it
and
away.
No, let me tell you, as
AJ,
a
you're
Cardinals
back.
fan. Oh yeah, hi, how you doing? I forgot that you can't see when I change the scenes and stuff, so you don't know when I'm actually back. I just kind of start talking on your screen, so that's funny. But as a Cardinals fan, I completely agree with what you're saying. He is a young quarterback and a guy that needs to develop and everything. See Tuna even agreeing with you as well that he has a lack of discipline at this point, and he does. However, I don't know if with the head coach that he's going to develop discipline, because Cliff Kingsbury doesn't really seem to have a lot of discipline either. I was listening to a podcast that he was on with Sean McVay and another guy,
Yeah.
and Sean McVay told a story about how 2 seasons ago, Cliff Kingsbury calls him up and says, like 30 minutes before the game, and says, "Hey, I need sideline passes." Apparently, he had some Instagram model from France over and had to comp her some tickets. Like, that's not what I want my head coach to be worried about 30 minutes before the game. I want him to be worried about the game plan, who's playing, what we're going to do to win the game, not what I'm doing to impress some Instagram model.
Yeah, and yeah, it's hard to say. I don't think Cliff Kingsbury is the right guy. I'm not ready to abandon Kyler, because Kyler's got he shows a lot of flashes of like really good things, and he's got a number of really bad things. But again, he's only in his third year, so he's got like plenty of time to like hash out some of those bad things, and
100%. And see, Tuna, you are right. Comp tickets are important, but maybe figure that out week before the game, not day of the game, 30 minutes before. Why isn't Fitzgerald here? See, Tuna, you are asking the question I have been asking all season, especially once D-Hop went down. I thought we would have maybe made a Hail Mary call, gotten one of the greatest wide receivers ever to come back, play a couple games, but Larry's happy filming his podcast every Monday morning with Tom Brady. And I can't really blame him for that. I'd be pretty stoked to do that and not have to suit up and get just absolutely murdered in the slot or on the outside.
Speaking of head coaches, I do have to say shout out to the Sean McVay coaching tree.
Hey.
I love
Big
that.
Shout out there.
Matt LaFleur coming out of that. And the other one who's coming out of that obviously I'm coming out of a little bit of left field. People probably aren't expecting me to mention, but Jed Fish. Jed Fish coached under Sean McVay.
Jed Fish, I forgot.
And I do need to plug U of A football in here real quick while we're at halftime.
Whoa,
Jed
time out,
Fish-
Noah. What are you doing? We're already got one bad Arizona team that we're talking about. Why do we need to bring U of A football into this?
AJ, have you been keeping up with what's going on in the offseason?
Honest to
Holy
God, no.
shit.
I have not paid attention to U of A football in the offseason.
Well, let me enlighten you or refresh you depending on, what you have heard or haven't heard. But obviously, Arizona 1-11 last year. Not a great look, but Jed Fish bringing in the number 2 recruiting class in the Pac-12. We have 4 stars. We have
That's
5.
right.
We have 5-star recruits. I mean, it's incredible.
See Tuna with an interesting proposal. Kyler does have a year of eligibility left. U of A, Kyler Murray. Just saying. Obviously, it can't happen with the way the NCAA has rules and everything. Once a player gets paid, they can't go back in. Might be different now with the NIL and everything.
There's also, if you're in the NFL making NFL money, I don't know why you would go back to not making anything in college. But
Well, be NIL, Kyler Murray would make shit ton of money.
yeah,
You already have some
well,
recruits not even taking a snap and making a couple mil.
less in his NFL contract phase, but
Have you
good there.
ever taken a sip of something and you thought it was one thing and then it ended up being a black cherry seltzer? Oh,
Oh yeah, done that before.
C Tuna now trying to get the hashtag start McCoy going. I agree. Let's get someone with experience in there. Someone
I
who can.
completely disagree.
They can't do that.
There's
That's how Kingsbury would get fired.
There's absolutely no reason to do that.
That's how. Hey, Kingsbury wants to get fired though and go back to Texas Tech or Oklahoma
Well,
or wherever the fuck he wants to go. That's
I
how
mean,
you do it. You put in Colt McCoy.
Colt McCoy was what, 1-3 as a starter, 2-1,
Yep.
1-2, 1-2 maybe. That sounds about right.
C Tuna, you are correct. The only out for Kyler Murray is to fake an injury at this point. You know, he takes a hit, he gets up, oh, my shoulder, blah, blah, blah. Torn labrum or some shit like that. Hey, Mina Kimes on the halftime show I'm watching. Shout out to her.
I'm a big fan of Mina Kimes. I like Mina Kimes a lot.
She's really good. And then
she gets.
Do you watch Good Morning Football?
She gets a little bit of heat from some people, but I'm a big Mina Kimes fan. I like Mina Kimes a lot.
Big Mina Kimes. Big Mina Kimes show here.
Kyler 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. If the Cardinals want to get back in this game, like Stafford's gonna have to put up a matching half here in the second half and be 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
And before we go into the second half, as halftime is wrapping up, C Tuna saying then again Murray is a baseball player. After October, he is off. Maybe he does go back and play baseball. Maybe he doesn't want to keep getting hit. He goes over to the Oakland A's. Mitch Trubisky is available. Yes, Tuna. He actually isn't available. He's backup for the Bills, and so if Josh Allen gets injured, then we're going to see Mitch Trubisky win a Super Bowl, which would be pretty cool.
Hey, he's got playoff experience. He's got playoff experience. He's played.
He shouldn't have playoff experience.
I think he's played in the same amount of playoff games that Josh Allen has. Well, he might be one less now, but
maybe
he's played like.
Hey, Mitch Trubisky. I think he gets signed next year somewhere. Starting quarterback.
Jay, we have kickoff coming up.
We do
right now. We'll see what happens. If we shoot to a commercial break here after kickoff, I will need to take a quick minute or two break.
Sounds good, bud. Does not look like we'll be going into a commercial. It looks like you're going to have to wait for after this drive.
That's fine. I can hold it.
That's rough.
We're good. For the people.
That's rough, man.
For the people. Hashtag for the people.
Hashtag for the Degens. Let's go with that, Noah. It's called branding. First and 10, Matthew Stafford, under center. Motion again to Jefferson. Handoff.
Nice thing about being in Minnesota is I was able to put my drinks outside in the frigid cold temperatures.
Oh, so not even in the fridge. You just kind of bought them, left them outside.
Oh, yeah.
And they're nice and ice cold. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that here. If we ever want anything to heat up fast, we just kind of put it outside. But
pulled them inside before they froze, and yeah, they are like very cold. So
there you go. All right, Matthew Stafford under center, handoff again to Sony Michel, taken down just short of the first down. 3rd and 3 coming up. And here they are, Noah. Like you said, they're going to be running the ball, trying to slow down the pace of this game, run as much time off that clock as possible, especially with a 3-possession lead. The Cardinals are going to need to put pressure on them and get some 3-and-outs going.
It's funny with how big how prominent the passing attacks are for both of these teams. I figured this game was going to come down to
Noah, you're muted. You muted yourself, I think. As Matthew Stafford lines up under center.
I was going to say whoever
in shotgun.
I figured whoever
throws
could
the
run
ball
the ball
first down
in this game would probably win the game.
No, and I agree with you. I thought this was going to be a high-octane, offensive, high-scoring game, but here we are 21-0, still needing another 20 and some points for the over to hit.
Yeah. Stafford having a hell of a game so far.
Oh, he really is. He's playing like he did in the beginning of the season, where we were like, holy shit, yeah, Matthew Stafford just needed to get out of Detroit. Ooh, 1st and 10, empty in the backfield. You got 3 to the left, shotgun formation. Let's see what they go with here. Probably looking for a big play over top. Cardinals playing soft zone coverage, it looks like. Oh, and it was just tipped by Cooper Kupp and off of another Cardinal incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 coming up.
You're
Rare
about
drop
two
from
and a
Cooper
half.
Kupp there. You really don't see him.
You're about 2.5 seconds ahead of me right now, AJ.
All right, 1, 2.5. All right, we'll see if that worked. Right through the hands of Cooper Kupp. You really never see that.
Yeah, he's been very sure-handed this year. I mean, he's been
All right, 2nd and 10, shotgun formation. Matthew Stafford,
having a
one running back in the
crazy
backfield,
season.
3 to the right. He really has just been unbelievable. Higbee, single coverage. Little screen pass. Did you see that? The lineman chucked him. He's like, no, positive yards.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, you're 2-3 seconds ahead of me right now. I don't know how that happened, but
I paused it. All right, here we
did
go.
you?
Let me try again. All
All
right, ready? This is me with the remote in my hand. Pausing. 1, 2, 3. Matthew Stafford, shotgun formation,
Yep.
running back, drops back. Oh, gets hit, taken down, but a big toss. Gonna get called PI.
Are you sure you're pausing it?
Dude, I don't know what you want me to say. I would
I
show you that I'm pausing it, but if I show the Cardinals game at all, we're gonna get taken off YouTube. Am I still ahead?
I don't know if I'm just like watching the slow motion or what the deal is, but like something ain't adding
What, like
up.
2 seconds, 3 seconds?
Yeah, something like that.
All right, I'll try again, right? 1, 2, 3. And now they're showing a replay of the play.
Yep.
Cooper
Bingo.
Kupp with
We're
the run.
right on.
There's
right
the
on.
hold. I guess that was a hold.
Hmm.
I don't know. That seemed soft to me. Surprised it wasn't honestly
Clean?
surprised it wasn't roughing the passer.
Yeah, well, that was
How they've been
clean,
calling that
but
lately.
yeah, considering the way they've been calling that the last year or two, I mean, wouldn't have fucking surprised. And I don't get me riled
Jonathan,
up.
it did
about
almost
that.
happen. Don't worry.
AJ,
Matthew Stafford will be in
AJ.
more situations to throw that.
AJ, do not get me riled up about roughing the passer calls because you know I have all the
I know.
ammo and I will go completely
Matthew Stafford
off
under
about
center, 3 to the left, running back. Little screen pass, trick play. OBJ with a long
Nope.
bomb.
Nope.
Completed
He did hit it. Okay.
for down at the 11-yard line. OBJ showing, no, I can catch a touchdown. I can also throw a touchdown if I need to. Epic pass there. Good trick play by the Rams. They are not here to win the game. They are here to step on the throat of the Arizona Cardinals.
And they show the wrong replay.
Should be changing the call to touching the passer instead of roughing the passer. C. Tuna, couldn't agree more.
Am I wrong? They just showed the complete wrong replay.
No, they did. That was, I don't know what that was. Dead play already. Timeout or
I love these double pass call plays where like that was not a great throw.
no, not a good throw.
Like so many of these,
But it worked.
like if the receiver that's throwing that throw could like put it on a dime where they need to, it's a touchdown. Like I've seen like 4 or 5 of those this season where they've run these type of trick plays with the receiver throwing it, and they always overthrow the receiver and it's incomplete, or they underthrow him and it's complete because the guy's so open, but he can't go anywhere because it's so underthrown. So we just need
to practice that a little bit more. OBJ actually tries throwing, but I mean, you even see the replay. He just kind of was like, meh.
You need a receiver who can just like put it on the dot, throw in the ball, and
All right,
we'll be good.
1st and 10 in the red zone for the Rams. Stafford shotgun formation, 3 to the left, rolling out right, hits Cooper Kupp, gets about a 4-yard gain, 3-yard gain off of that. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Well, AJ, I could really use either a Cup or a Higbee touchdown. I need both, but I either one of them I would take right here.
Yeah, but we also would love a Stafford interception here. Really help out the parlays for myself and our boy Jonathan in the chat.
Yeah, well, pass yards, Kyler
All
Murray,
right,
28.
shotgun formation, 2nd and 6, completely spread out.
That was a
And
fun stat.
touchdown.
OBJ's got more pass yards than Kyler Murray does this game.
Yes, Noah, he
There's
does have more pass yards than Kyler Murray this freaking game.
Well, hey, there's our Cooper Cup.
There you go, Noah.
And if you can somehow find a way to bet a live line on Kyler Murray attempts and pass yards, I would take both of those overs.
Because it's probably really low right now. Definitely get that on an offshore book.
The Cardinals are not running the ball very much anymore. This will be a complete pass fest. I don't know if I don't think many books offer like live prop
All right,
betting.
live props. Kyler Murray passing yards. Total is at 169.5. Over under at minus 115
Over.
each. Over 169.5? That's
Yep,
not attempts,
I'm
that's
telling you.
passing yards.
Oh, I know. Well, why would I? Obviously, nobody's going to throw the ball over 169.5 attempts. But yeah, attempts, yards, touchdowns, like slam that. Garbage
And if
time.
you really want to get creative, passing touchdowns under a half for Kyler Murray is plus 210.
I would not take that. He's going to throw a passing
I wouldn't
touchdown.
take that either, but
We have
shit,
over
that
a
is
quarter.
a juicy line.
We have over a quarter and a half left, AJ. And I know it's a 28-point game, which is like, you're feeling defeat as a Cardinals fan. But if you're not a fan of either team, you're looking at this like, oh, we got garbage time. And this is where garbage time just starts hitting. Kyler Murray's going to rack up a
Live
bunch of
total
garbage
still
times.
at 47.5.
Yeah, because Kyler's going to
Under is minus 120, over is minus 110.
Yeah, because Kyler's going to rack up a bunch of garbage time stats here. I'm telling you, Cardinals get 14 points in this game. They get 14 points. It's going to be garbage. They might even get 21. Rams are going to get 42, but it's going to be 42-21 at the end of the game here.
Oh, man.
I'm going to relieve myself real quick during this commercial
Oh,
break.
that's right. See you later, bud. You're off camera. Whoops. And that, my friends, is what happens when the host of the show is trying to run the tech as well, and you cut to the wrong camera. But it's okay. I'm here now. I understand what Noah's saying. Don't take that. I wouldn't take that either. But, if you're really not confident in what the Cardinals are doing, you might as well. And you think maybe they score a couple field goals, get in position, they take the points. Maybe you take the under at plus 210. I mean, the only reason I'm even bringing it up is just because that money there. Whew. Seeing an under passing yards, an under touchdown, passing touchdowns, excuse me. And at plus money, that's unbelievable. Really cool to see. Live line right now on the spread, you got Cardinals plus 24.5 and the Rams minus 24.5. It's at minus 115 both way. The over-under keeps moving between 47, 48.5 as we have a touchback off of the kickoff, and the Cardinals will try to get started here. Now, you might be wondering, AJ, why would they post it at 24.5 if they're up by 28? Well, because the way football goes, this is a playoff game with a playoff team that in the Arizona Cardinals. The books are expecting them to score at least one more time. They think they can at least score and put some points on the board to make it the 24.5. If it was at 24 flat, I would say jump all over it because they just need to kick a field goal and do they cover? No, they don't cover, but they're close to covering as just a run up the middle that gets maybe 2 yards. I will say, as much as we have been shit talking Cliff Kingsbury. He has been dedicated to the run. Good job. But obviously it's not doing anything. You don't abandon the run. But when you're down 28-0 in the third quarter of a game, you don't start off running the ball. You got to get aggressive. 2nd and 8 coming up. And here we go, getting aggressive. You got 3 wide receivers to the right. Kyler in shotgun, empty in the backfield. Looks like you got a tight end to the left, along with a receiver at the top of your screen. And Kyler scrambles, throws the ball, completed for the first down. Noah, welcome back. C2 cards are coming back 2 yards at a time. LOL.
You're still ahead of me somehow.
Fucking heck. All right, here we go. How many seconds do you think? Because right now I'm seeing Kingsbury.
I just tried to fast forward.
Donald.
Aaron Donald.
Okay.
Jalen Ramsey.
Yep. And then Kyler.
Ramsey. I don't think that was Ramsey, I think. But yeah.
Full screen.
Maybe I was just
Kyler
behind
in the backfield. I'm sorry, Kyler in shotgun formation again. 2 to the right, 1 in the backfield with him. The snap. We're running the ball on first down again. Down 28-0. At least it was a 3-yard gain and not a 2-yard gain in this time. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah. Like I was saying in the pregame, a lot of these games have been pretty shitty this weekend.
Yeah, this one doesn't seem to be the exception. Fun fact, if you took the over on Kyler Murray rushing yards, he is currently at -1 rushing yards. And a little screen pass again. Nothing really happening. Maybe a yard or so. 3rd down and 9 coming up. Well, this is fun. Oh, man. Did you see that guy come in with just his arm? Try to take off his head like a clothesline. Back in the WWE, brother.
Cardinals over
39 coming up.
Down.
Kyler. What?
So Cardinals over 6 on 3rd down so far tonight. About to be 0 for 7, I'd imagine.
Yep, running the ball again on 3rd down. Running the ball on 3rd and 9, down 28-0. And, okay, so cool. We're in 4-down territory. Fine, we're going for it.
On 4th and 5?
I'm so sorry.
4th and 4?
Oh, 4th and 4. Yeah, 4th and 4. Shotgun formation, 2 to the right and left, 1 in the backfield with Kyler. They are doing something. Kyler scrambles. For once, he runs the ball, gets the first down, and gets hit.
Oh, almost
See, Kyler, it's not that bad. Thank you for doing what we drafted you to do. Finally.
Eesh. Oh, man.
Oh, wow. That
Pressure was on him.
rough to watch.
Steps up, gets first down.
All right, 1st and 10. I believe this might be the first time in Rams territory all game on the 49-yard line.
Could be.
Kyler shotgun passes. Oh, terrible pass to Christian Kirk. But hey, there's a reception. Jonathan, if you're still in the chat, there's 1 reception for you. Maybe the Cardinals keep it moving. 2nd down and about 3 or 4 coming up.
Kyler Murray needs to scramble more.
He does need to scramble more. That's what makes him so dangerous, is extending the play. And that's what they talk about with guys like Patrick Mahomes, guys like Josh Allen. Snap ball. Kyler Murray, they're running the ball, and they're going to be just short of the first down. Good run there. It's going to be 3rd and very short coming up. But all of these quarterbacks that we say are elite and everything, what are they really good at doing? They're really good at extending the play. And Kyler Murray is more than capable of extending the play, but he's decided not to this season for whatever reason, and it's not working out well for the Cardinals.
Well, that graphic says enough. Their record and stats with and without D-Hop in there.
D-Hop. All right, under center, Kyler, motion. Fake the jet sweep, run it up the middle.
Gave him the
3-4
first
yard
down
gain.
there.
3-yard gain.
maybe 2.
Maybe 2. We'll see how generous the refs are feeling today.
I mean, they just gave him
on
the
the
first.
sideline, looking like he's confused.
Gave him the first on that last one. But...
All right, Kyler Murray shotgun, empty in the backfield, lets it rip. Oh, finds number 13, Christian Kirk, for another reception for you, Jonathan, for a big first down and probably the biggest play of the game for the Cardinals. Aaron Donald trying to get at him. Oh, wow, flags are everywhere. We don't know what started this. What is going on here?
We got some laundry
We could
on the
be
field.
seeing Aaron Donald possibly ejected from the game. That would be a big loss to the Los Angeles Rams.
I don't think so.
I don't know what happened, but something happened big.
I mean, unless he threw a punch, there's no ejection. So I think we're gonna get.
I think we're gonna get. He's trying to choke the guy out.
I think we're gonna get a call on both teams.
100%. Oh, I don't know. One ref's pointing one way. Sean McVay on the screen as well. We'll see what this call is. Personal foul. On the defense. Number 99. Yeah, he just kept going at it.
All right. Well, that's a free 15 yards for the Cardinals. That'll help.
That's after the catch too, right?
Yeah, after the play.
There we go. Love to see that big play for the Cardinals. This could be the turning point that the Cardinals need in order to get the juice going, bro. Get the juice going. Get in there. Start scoring some touchdowns. This could be the biggest play of the game right here. And
Donald
what we look at as a turning point.
Not ejected, but he did get his first personal foul call.
Ooh, interesting. Now, Tuna coming in. The question about Hopkins is who was supposed to step up. Turns out no one, at least put in Andy Isabella. Andy Isabella is a stud. I don't know why he ain't doing more.
Yeah.
And that is the break we needed, Tuna. You couldn't have said it better. That is 100% what we needed. Cardinals for the first time in red zone territory. First and goal on the 7.
Nope.
Gets a little pass out there.
Well, that was a decent play, but man.
Whew.
Yeah, the whole thing with Hopkins though is like you don't have. There's nobody to replace him. There's nobody to replace him.
No.
There's nobody who's going to pick up that workload. Nobody's going to be. You don't have a single player who can even like put up close to what Hopkins is. I think you go.
The only option would have been to get
James Conner here.
Fitzgerald
It's James Conner up the middle. You just hand it off again here. I think.
Yep, hand it off up the middle.
Certainly.
Cardinals touchdown.
And
James Conner.
There's the
coming in clutch.
There's the second part of my 10-leg same game parlay that hit. I mean, I think the Stafford over 1.5 touchdown passes hit, but so now we got 2 out of 10.
Hey, we're still working. There's still a lot of game left. The Cardinals showing some life, finally. Going for 2 here. Can't disagree with the call. Not a fan of it, though.
I don't know why you need to.
Neither do I, but it's because Kingsbury's here to make football entertaining, and he's not here to win games. But luckily, nice little dump off. 2-point conversion's good. 8-28 with 4 minutes, and still more scuffling going on.
It's not good.
Another flag on the play. Fuck.
They're all walking back.
We may see the benches cleared.
I think it was on the Rams, given that everyone's walking back to the sidelines. So,
whew. Rams really letting their emotions fly in this game. We will see what happens here. Waiting the call from the ref. That's definitely an accountant. That one's on the offense. A little tit for tat. Be on the kickoff. Luckily, our kickers are very warm tonight. So they're going to go ahead and boost that.
They've been getting plenty of action.
Really, they've been working probably harder than anyone else in the game tonight. So shout out to our kickers for maintaining the ability to keep it going. Very solid. Now let's check, because after a touchdown and 2-point conversion, obviously the line's going to move a little bit. Didn't move a lot. Cardinals plus 23.5, minus 105. Excuse me, just moved. Plus 19.5 at minus 115. Total now at 50.5. Over at minus 110. I'm going to do it. I'm gonna do what I did with Georgia. It paid off well with Georgia.
Okay.
They were down the entire game. I'm gonna take the Cardinals plus the 19.5, minus 115. I'm gonna wait a second and see if it moves though. I would like it a lot better at 20.
Yeah, well,
I don't know. Go for it, I guess. But
Yeah, well, since we have a minute here, Noah, I want to get your opinion on something. Lines have been released for the games that have been announced. Packers at home, 5.5-point favorite against a very hot San Francisco 49ers team. I mean, I know what I'm on already looking at this line. Aaron Rodgers with a week off. The whole team with a week off. Bakhtiari looking good, getting a game under his belt. Are you guys getting what's his face back?
Jair should be back. Sedarius Smith should be back. The Packers are probably fielding the best roster they have since not since the beginning of the season, all season. Like the Packers
because they even had a lot of their star players.
If you look at the players that the Packers are putting out there, this is going to be the best roster they've had any game, any game all season long. I mean, I'm on the Packers to cover that 5.5. I have no problem with it. Especially the way
whatsoever.
Especially the way San Francisco played against Dallas last week. I mean, come on.
And here we go, lining up for kickoff. And a big boot. Even with the penalty, it'll still make it to about the 10-yard line. Sets up for a little return here. Doesn't get past the 30. Good job by special teams. Still some pushing and shoving going. You're going to be seeing that the rest of the night, it looks like. Noah, I'm going to take it right now. I think they're going to clear the benches by the end of the night. C-Tuna, we will get into the Chiefs and Bills game in our next break. C-Tuna wants to know what you think of that, with that line being at Chiefs minus 2.5. I mean, I'd take the Bildos on this one.
That's a tough one.
It is, especially where the line's at. It's not at a field goal. They think it's going to end under a field goal. That's insane. Matthew Stafford under center right now. Audibling, alert. Go ahead, shift a guy. And we're going to hand it off to Sony Michel for about a 5-yard gain. But yeah, 2.5, and the total is at 55 points, Noah. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think it's funny. A lot of people think this is the two best teams in the AFC, but obviously, if you follow the program, if you listen to what I've had to say, I'm saying neither of these teams are the best team in the AFC, because it's the Tennessee Titans are the team to beat in the AFC. But obviously, most people don't feel the way I feel, given the fact that they are the third betting favorite to win the AFC behind both the...
And Matt Stafford with an absolute dime
to
number 12 Jefferson to about the 20. Cardinals 20, that is. Noah, I'm going to have to step out for 1 sec. You're on your own.
I am on my own. Okay. Well, what AJ was leading into there, I'm a big fan of the Titans. I think Titans come out of the AFC over both the Chiefs and the Bills. I mean, they got to play each other. They're going to be exhausted from that game. I think the Titans clean up against the Bengals here this next week, and they go in cruise into a home game against whoever wins between Kansas City and Buffalo. Derrick Henry coming back will be more of a factor than I think most people. I think people are downplaying Derrick Henry coming back is kind of my thing. Derrick Henry is the best running back we have seen in maybe the last 10, 20 years, maybe ever. He might be the best running back we've ever seen in the NFL, and I think people aren't ready for that conversation. But Derrick Henry's a serious running back threat, especially with these 17-game seasons. I wouldn't be surprised if Derrick Henry has 3 2,000-yard seasons in his career. I mean, dude's still pretty young. He's not even 30 yet. It'll be interesting to see with that, but I think I do think Derrick Henry might go down in history as one of the best running backs ever. Obviously, there's the generational and differences in the game, like all that. Like you have all these arguments, but Derrick Henry is something else.
Whoa. Hold on. Hey, Noah, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. Whatever you were saying. What just happened?
With the game?
Oh, Buddha got fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Wow, hope he's okay. Sorry, Noah, I didn't mean to interrupt you. What's going on?
Oh, I was just talking about how you got the Bills and the Chiefs are the 2 betting favorites out of the AFC, but I was talking about how I think the Titans make it out of it.
Ooh, against the Bengals.
And I was talking about how I think Derrick Henry, by the end of his career, might be known as the best running back we've ever seen in the NFL. Like, I do think Derrick Henry is that good.
Oh, 100%. I mean, what's your other argument? Like, what's the other argument?
Well, the game has changed. The game has changed. There's more games in a season. You know, there's some arguments against it, right? But like, you know, you got like your Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith, Jim Brown, Walter Payton, all these guys. But
yeah, the game has changed so much, though.
I was saying, I think if Derrick Henry can stay healthy, I think he'll have at least 3, especially with the 17-game season. I think he'll have at least 3 2,000-yard seasons, which only 8 players have ever.
Yeah,
he's one of 8 players who have ever done that. Nobody's ever done it twice. I think Derrick Henry could do it 3 times, maybe 4.
I mean, hey, they keep giving him.
If he stays healthy, I mean, the volume he gets at Tennessee and how dominant of a running back he is, I think he could do that 3 or 4 times.
And let's not forget, until he got injured, he had more rushing yards. Like, he was the number 4 rusher, even compared against NFL teams. There were NFL teams that did not have as many rushing yards as he did. He was number 4 on the rushing leaderboard for NFL teams. Not NFL players, NFL teams. It's unbelievable.
Well, he was top 5 among players until like week 15 or 16.
Yeah.
So it took until like 2 or 3 weeks from the last week of the season for him to even be bounced out of the top 5. I mean, dude had he was just shy of 1,000 yards. I think he was at like 957 through
something like that.
Games.
It was crazy.
Through 8 games, and he got injured in the 8th game, so he didn't even play the whole game. So through 7.5 games, he had almost 1,000 yards.
I mean, he's a stud.
You know, you could say he's the best running back since Adrian Peterson, but I think he's better than Adrian Peterson. I think he's the best running back since, I don't know, maybe Barry Sanders that we've seen in the NFL. Ooh. And, you know, completely different style of running.
That it is,
But King Henry is a fucking beast.
No, he is.
I mean,
he's a stud, and that's why he's called the
obviously,
King. He is King Henry
I
for
mean-
a reason.
I mean, yeah, you get the nickname King. You're clearly doing something right. King Henry. That's what people call him. They don't call him Derrick Henry. They call him King Henry.
So-
Or, his other nickname, which is my absolute favorite, AJ. You know I love his other nickname, Tractorcito.
Tractorcito.
I love that nickname, which, if you don't speak Spanish, translates to mini tractor. And it's just a testament to how he just runs through everybody. He runs like a tractor.
Yeah. The man is unstoppable.
He's
Tia
reliable. He
in
puts
the comments.
up numbers.
Why no penalty for Akers lowering his head? I would have to see the play again. I really don't want to see the play again. However, from the way I understand the rules, Noah, and please correct me because I'm probably wrong, I don't think that it can be called. I don't think head-to-head contact can be called on an offensive player.
It can, by the rule book, but you never see it because the NFL is so fucking biased towards offensive players that they never call anything like that.
And you did see a flag. There was a flag at the end of the play. They didn't make a call on it because they cut because that was such a bad hit. And the fact that we're still in commercials and cutting to the halftime people is not like seriously, thoughts and prayers with Budda Baker right now and his family. That's a scary hit. Hate to see that in the NFL, but you might see a call for it. I highly doubt it. If anything, as messed up as it's going to be, I think we're probably going to see a penalty on Budda Baker for head-to-head.
I don't think that's the case, but AJ,
right, he's moving his arms
how
at least. He's on the backboard. He put his hand up, so at least he's got movement still in his lower. But whenever they take the face mask off, that's just a scary scene. Really hope he's doing okay. 2nd and 11 now.
You hate to see that for anybody.
You really do hate to see it. Hope he's doing okay. No Akers. Akers should be kicked out and banned from the game. Some Jack Tatum crap there. Honest to God, I do not know who Jack Tatum is. That goes over my head. But Matthew Stafford in shotgun. Lots of pressure with 3 guys. Matthew Stafford with his legs gets the first down, it looks like. Or they're going to mark him, it looks like, about a yard short.
Yeah, Cam Akers should probably go to jail for that.
That was criminal. That was unbelievable. 3rd and 1 coming up now.
Do I dive into it now or after, like once we go to a commercial break here, AJ?
Let's wait till commercial because I don't know what you want to dive into.
Okay, well, I got a little rant about how the NFL is super biased towards offensive players.
Oh, super biased to the offense. Yeah, we'll get into that conversation at commercial break when the quarter breaks. 3rd and 1 right now. Big 3rd down right now for the Cardinals. Need a stop to stop the bleeding. Handing it off to Sony Michel in the backfield and is stuffed.
There we go.
Very good. That's what the Cardinals needed.
JJ
Hold
Watt
them to a field goal.
JJ Watt in the middle of that.
JJ Watt. The man. You love to see that. There you go, JJ. All right, 4th down and long. Do the Rams go for it here?
No, they're kicking a field goal, but a missed field goal would make this much more interesting.
Missed field goal would make this a lot more interesting. It looks
obviously,
like they're going to wait for the quarter to end, though.
Matt Gay, obviously a tremendous field goal kicker this year. Him and Daniel Carlson were kind of like
kicker.
Him and Daniel Carlson were kind of the 2 gems of the NFL as far as kickers go. But
they were, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter.
It gives me time to go into my little rant here, AJ, about how the NFL, obviously they're all about money and revenue, so they are like the refs have adapted to that. The play calling has, everything has, but they don't let the defensive players play. And any 50-50 call always will go against the defensive player, not the offensive player. It's kind of ridiculous. Like you got to let these players play. You got to let them play. That's why they're in the league. But every 50-50 call, not even every 50-50 call, every like 60-40 call, every 70-30 call always goes in the offense's favor. You hardly ever see offensive pass interference, which this is my biggest issue, is because offensive pass interference happens all the time and never gets called.
All the time, never called. And if it's called, if the only reason it's called is because it's obscene, like it's very obvious that like he threw the guy down or whatever. But no, you're completely correct on that.
These receivers can get away with so much contact, and these defensive backs make any contact, they get called for PI. Same thing like this. Like you can have an offensive player lower their helmet into the helmet of a defensive player, and they're not going to get called most of the time. But the second a defensive player does that, you're getting ejected from the game, and you're getting a 15-yard call.
True. Noah, I'll be right back. I'm going to try something really quick.
Okay, I'll keep talking. But so that's my big problem with that is like it's like let the defensive players play the same as the offensive players. I don't know why we're punishing the defensive players. I mean, I get it. It's about revenue. They want more scoring, so they call these bullshit penalties and like whatever, and all the penalties get called on defensive players. But I feel bad for the defensive players because like let them play the same as the offensive players play. I don't get it. I don't understand. But yeah, like I said, I mean, it all comes down to the NFL loves points, and they love their offensive players, and they don't love the defensive players.
Oh, it's good. Damn it.
Barely
good. It looked like we were going to have some Bears type kicking situation there, but they do get it through. It is now 31-8. Noah, as a Cardinals fan for a long time, as the fan of bad sports teams for a long time, I'm not defeated yet. I haven't lost hope. I still think that within these 14 minutes and 55 seconds, the Arizona Cardinals can still somehow, some way get lucky and maybe win a football game.
I would be shocked, but
I would be shocked too.
I have seen crazy. I have seen crazier things. I have seen crazier things, so.
We will, and we're getting into that position where I may need to throw a rally cap on. I will keep you posted on whether that happens or not. As the Rams kick it off. And the Cardinals need to do it here. They need a big, quick drive here. They need people to step up. They need D-Hop here, but they need A.J. Green. They need Zach Ertz. They need someone to really step up here and make a big play.
You've seen this most passing touchdowns without a playoff win graphic?
No, I'm seeing a different graphic. I'm talking about how bad Kyler Murray sucks.
I don't know what. Are you watching the Manning cast or?
I told you I'm on the Mega Cast.
Oh, okay. They were just showing
because the regular cast wasn't working for me.
No, they were showing most wins without a playoff victory, and Stafford's at 323, and then like next guy was at like 244. So Stafford's almost 100 wins past any other quarterback without winning a playoff game.
Unbelievable. Kyler Murray with a nice little pass. Some positive yards. C. Tuna, they need to get back on defense and target Cam Akers. Now, we all know what happened with the Saints and Bountygate. That's obviously wink, wink, not happening. But, yeah, I bet you someone might get a McDonald's bag filled with a couple $100,000 if Cam Akers isn't playing football the rest of the game. As the Cardinals get a first down.
Nah.
Zach Ertz with another reception. Jonathan, shout out, bro. Hope your
This
parlay
is,
is looking a little bit better now.
This is football, not hockey. You don't see those revenge hits super often.
That's true. You really don't.
Although Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, when Vontez Burfict, maybe the dirtiest player we've ever seen in the NFL, Vontez Burfict, when he knocked out Juju. Or no, knocked out AB, not Juju.
No.
And then
That's
Juju came back and just fucking lit him up in the head.
Kyler
and then,
Murray
like,
shotgun, another completion to Christian Kirk.
That was, I don't want to say I support that, but like I understand where Juju was coming from on that one. You know, after AB took that nasty hit from Vontez, and then he stood over
handoff.
There we go.
And we get the first down. Keep it moving. This is what the Cardinals need to do. They need to keep this up tempo, keep the same Rams defense off there, unless we're gonna sub out. Never mind. 1st and 10 coming up for the Cardinals on their own 47. Kyler Murray in the backfield. Got 3 to your right. Let's see what he does here. Audibling out. Waiting snap. Snap. Kyler Murray drops back. Little swing pass out.
Okay.
Keeps moving. First down for the Cardinals. Keep it moving. Another first down for the Cardinals. This is the momentum we need. 12 minutes, 30 seconds left in the 4th quarter. 31-8. Rams have a very commanding lead as Kyler and the boys are trying to get something going here. Marching downfield, Kyler in shotgun, 2 to the left, 1 in the backfield with him. Motion Kirk.
I mean, this drive is touchdown or bust. Like,
all right, Kyler Murray steps up, who fires the ball up the middle of the field for another first down to Zach Ertz. Jonathan, I know you're feeling happy right now, bud. That parlay is looking a lot better. 11:53 left in the 4th as the Cardinals huddle up and get ready to run another play. This is the efficiency we need, but it might be a little too late. Kyler Murray setting up in shotgun again, 3 to the left, 1 in the backfield.
Did you say too little, AJ? As in the Cardinals quarterback? Did you say too little, as in the Cardinals quarterback?
It was not a slam on Kyler. The snap, we hand the ball off again, stuffed at the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
But I'm making it a slam on Kyler.
I know you're making it a slam. Okay. Wow. Buda Baker being loaded into the ambulance, taken to the hospital to be checked out. Again, from our show to him and his family, thoughts and prayers.
You hate to see. You don't want to see, even against your worst rival, you don't want to see anybody getting carted off and taken to the hospital.
All right, 3 to the left, shotgun formation, 2nd and 10. The snap. A lot of time. Keep moving. Ooh, aggressive coverage there.
Yeah.
3rd and 10 coming up for the Cardinals.
I don't think that was a terrible call, but that could have drawn a flag there. Looked like he was a little early.
Again, that's why I said it was tight coverage. I mean, I didn't watch it all the way through, but
looked a little
there, definitely.
Looked a little early to me personally, but
hey,
there's no way you kick.
What do we got here?
There's no way you kick a field goal here if you're the Cardinals, right? Like you're going for the touchdown.
I don't know.
So I think you throw it over the middle, short.
Big.
Why are you going
pass.
deep? Why are you going? Why? Oh, Okay, I'm done trying to analyze Cliff Kingsbury and
Hashtag fire Cliff. Hashtag fire Cliff. Hashtag fire Cliff. This is unbelievable.
The announcers are even saying it. Like, it's like you pick up your 5-6 yards and then you have a 4th and 4, 4th and 3, something like that. I don't know. Like, why are you going for the end zone?
Oh, man. All right, 4th and 10. Kyler Murray still out there. What are we going to do here?
Oh, they're
Run up
probably
the
going to
middle?
throw another one. No. They only need 10, but here's the thing. They're probably going for the end zone.
Kyler Murray setting up in shotgun. He's got one running back in the backfield with him, hopefully for extra protection.
Fuck 10 yards. Might as well go for, 28.
Got 3 to the right. Kyler Murray setting up the snap, rushing 5. Kyler Murray with a little bit of time extending the play on his legs. He's going to stay behind the line. Pass to Kirk is completed with a fucking flag though.
Holding.
On the offense. Move back. If it moves back, you got to kick the field goal. Get the field goal unit out there. Both by the offense. 2 flags on the play, both by the offense. The holding is declined, but the second holding will accept. 4th down and 15.
Well, it'll be 3rd down again, but they're out of field goal range. Here's the problem: the field goal does you no good.
No good whatsoever. So what do we do here? We got to go for
have
it
to
4th and
convert.
20.
Yeah, you have to convert a 4th and 20.
Unit.
Why?
All right, here we go. This is about to be the worst call of Cliff Kingsbury ever. He's calling a fake field goal. He's calling a fake field goal.
Explain to me why the fuck you kick your field goal here.
Because you're trying to get fired from your organization. I don't know what else you want me to say.
So you keep a 3-score game a 3-score game. You keep a 3-score game a 3-score game. It's still
Cardinals,
a 3-score
11.
game. It's
Rams,
still a 3-score
31.
game.
I know, Noah. I can't believe what we're watching.
Somebody please explain to me why you kicked the field goal there. You just made a 3-score game.
I think that's
a smaller 3-score game.
That's going to be the number one topic of conversation tomorrow on sports shows because this is the Monday night game and there's nothing else to talk about tomorrow. And
somebody explain that.
Sports teams really don't.
Somebody explain to me why you kick the field goal there and keep a 3-score game and just a slimmer 3-score game, but then you have to give the ball back.
This is the issue. This was a position for the Cardinals to actually step up, get talked about in a good light and everything. But instead, what's going to be said about Arizona sports teams is what's always said. They have no management, they have terrible ownership, and they have a coach that has no fucking idea what he's doing. And that's what we're seeing here with Cliff Kingsbury, still down by 20.
I imagine they're kicking an onside kick. Because if they're not kicking an onside kick, they're giving up and they're accepting defeat.
I don't think they're accepting defeat. I think it's more going to be trusting your defense in that sense because
they're not
the way the Cardinals have been playing. Their defense has been good. They can get a 3 and out, but the moment they get lucky, the Rams get lucky.
AJ. There is no trusting your defense when you're down 3 scores. If they don't kick an onside kick, they are giving up and accepting defeat.
Well, if that happens, I need everyone to get on Twitter. #fire Kingsbury, fire Cliff. I don't care what just hashtag something. We need to get him out of office.
No, if they willingly give the Rams the ball back, they are accepting defeat. If they go for an onside kick, they have to go for an onside kick here. They have to. Although I don't know why. Why don't you go for it on 4th and 20? You just made it from a 3-score game to a slightly smaller 3-score game. It's still a 3-score game.
And this is a move I would do in Madden. This is some bullshit I would do in Madden.
Maybe Cliff doesn't understand math. I don't know. That's the only conclusion I can come to is that Cliff Kingsbury doesn't understand how simple math works. But
Kingsbury, if you can tell me what the quadratic equation is, you can keep your job. All right. If you don't know what math is, I'm going to need you to get out of town because we're down by 20 right now. And the field goal ain't going to mean anything at the end of the game.
Yeah. The Rams just went. That should be a 15-yard penalty on the end there, but okay, they got lucky and nothing called.
All right, big kick goes down.
Jesus!
Cliff doesn't. That should have been a penalty.
Cliff doesn't know what 7 is divisible by or what 8 is divisible by. He's a little confused on that. Not even
Now, Cliff, I
quadratic.
know it's hard.
Not even
8
quadratic.
is bigger than 7. God damn it. Just
But it's
simple
like,
math,
hey,
bro. Simple math.
Hey, being down 23 instead of 20, that makes
All
zero
right,
difference.
1st and 10 on the 11 for the Rams. Matthew Stafford under center, one running back in the backfield.
Yeah,
Tight
and the
formation.
thing is, this
They're going to run the ball. They're going to run the ball.
This game's gonna get closer because I don't think the Rams are gonna pass the ball. I don't think they're going to.
And the worst part is, I don't trust Kingsbury to manage this clock well at all. I mean, you expect me, from what I've seen tonight, you expect me to believe that he can use these next 3 timeouts responsibly? You kidding me, bro?
That's what I'm trying to. What I'm trying to preach is the Rams could just keep running the ball every single play and just run it out, punt it, run it out, punt it, whatever. It doesn't matter because
that's what they're going to do. 8 seconds left on the play clock, 9:30 left.
Oh, or they're going to
under
pass
center
it
again.
But Kingsbury
up top. Play action. Little dump off
Kingsbury,
pass. And the Cardinals piss their pants and can't get a tackle. 1st down for the Rams. With
holding on the
left. At least
offense.
he went out of bounds. Oh, holding please, God.
Offense.
Holding
Okay.
offense. Thank you, God. Oh, thank you, God. There's a chance still.
But
Merry Christmas, Cardinals. You just got another president. It's not going to happen again. Big flag. That was a big flag. 2nd and 15 now for the Rams. I mean, they might as well keep running the ball. The clock is still moving. And what? I mean, don't get me wrong. They're going to put their punter in a shitty position, but as long as they don't have a bad snap or a block punt, it's not going to matter.
They better not throw the ball because this seems like prime positioning for Stafford to throw a pick 6 based on what he's done.
And that's
this
why
season.
they are running the ball again for about a 7-yard gain, it looked like.
I bet they throw it here on 3rd, though.
They need the first.
If you're the Cardinals, best thing you can hope for here is a little pick 6-y by Matt Stafford. He's thrown 6 of them this year, so why not number 7, right?
Now let's not get cute here, Cardinals. Let's not get cute. I want man coverage, 2 over top, not letting anyone pass those 8 yards to get the 1st down. Let's play good, fundamental defensive football. Lining up Matt Stafford in shotgun motioning. It looks like
got a flag.
Interesting.
Offensive.
Yeah, there's
back him up 5 yards.
Let's go. Back him up. Matt Stafford wanted the free play because he thought it was on the defense, but it looks like it was on the offense, or else they wouldn't have blown it dead.
Fun fact that I have to slip in here, AJ.
Go ahead.
Matt Stafford has thrown more pick 6s this season alone than Aaron Rodgers has thrown in his entire career.
Just gas him up a little bit. What else does Matt Stafford do worse than Aaron Rodgers?
No, that's fine. I just got to slip that in there. Aaron Rodgers has 4 pick 6s thrown in his entire career, and I think Stafford has 6 of them this season.
I mean, yeah. That's just
Matt Stafford. Hence the Mina Kimes quote, or I think it's Mina Kimes. I may be misquoting that. We'll find out soon, I guess. I don't know. But that Stafford keeps both teams in the game. It's because he throws these terrible picks. Like he's got 17 on the season. He's got 0 this game.
Jonathan back in the chat. Bro, I think your parlay is gonna hit. I think you're chilling, bro. I think the Cardinals are going to get it back, and they're going to have to drive down again, maybe get a field goal because Cliff Kingsbury's a terrible coach. But you got Matt Stafford, 3rd and 3 in shotgun, empty in the backfield, 3 to the left. Need a big stop here, but the Cardinals, it's too big of a moment. They piss their leg and give up like a 40-yard play. Jesus Christ.
Who else but Cooper Kupp?
Too big of a moment. It's prime time. We're going to get nervous. We're going to have soft coverage. We're going to trip. and then let Cooper Kupp just go off. Great job, guys.
Man, I mean, who else but Cooper
Oh,
Kupp?
you need Sony
right?
plus 9 rushing attempts. Ooh, Jonathan. Don't worry about that, bro. 7 minutes, 15 seconds left. They're going to be running the ball. He'll get his attempts. All right, what do we got here? 1st and 10. Matt Stafford under center. It does look like Cam Akers is in the backfield. Sorry about that, Jonathan. You hate to see that. As they do hand the ball off again. Nice little 3-yard gain there. 2nd and 7 coming up. That might be the game here. I mean, 6:50 left. Cardinals not really doing anything to try to stop the clock whatsoever because Kingsbury, God, why would I call a timeout to stop the clock and maybe give my defense on 3rd down or 4th down a fucking chance? Why would I do that? I'll just let the clock run down because I want to lose my job. I want to go to France and to go see that Instagram model I tried to get tickets for to this game last year.
Yeah, no,
Bet you already has a
Cardinals
plane
are
ticket booked.
Cardinals are seem like they're about ready to lay down like a sick dog.
Doesn't seem like the Cardinals are. It seems like Kingsbury is.
No, it's the whole team. Cooper Kupp getting going here.
Cooper Kupp, a little dump off pass, but he gets a 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Just one of those things.
This seems over.
I mean, we'll see. There's still time left on the clock, I guess. Matthew Stafford is due to throw an interception soon, hopefully. Nice little pick 6 action, get the Cardinals moving. And then maybe they'll kick a fucking field, like a onside kick. Jesus. Matt Stafford under center. Nice little run, getting another 3-4 yards. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I need some.
Jonathan, there you go.
Oh, Roger Goodell's there. Huh.
Oh, that's why the Cardinals are losing the fucking game. This makes a lot more sense now. Goodell's like, yeah, we had the Buccaneers in the Super Bowl last year at home, and that was awesome. What if we had the Rams in the Super Bowl?
I was going to say something a little
let's-
more offensive, and I'm holding my tongue on that one.
I appreciate that, Noah. All right, Matt Stafford under center.
Clearly not
Takes
a
the
fan
snap,
of.
handoff,
I hate Goodell.
and for a loss. Well, yeah, Goodell's a piece of shit.
Yeah, no, he sucks.
He sucks. So luckily it was announced that he will not be signing a new contract. We will get a new commissioner in the next couple years. Only God knows who's going to be in that position.
Wait, really?
'Cause I think
Really?
the only job less desirable
Really?
than president is commissioner of the NFL.
Really?
What?
Goodell's
heard that?
out? I have not heard that.
Oh, yeah. Goodell said he would not sign another contract with the NFL.
Put me in there. Put me in there. I'll kill that shit.
Dude, literally put a fucking broomstick in there and it might do better.
Yeah, I mean, better than like Cosell or Roger Goodell or whoever the hell else has been in there since. But like, come on.
And we'll talk about this on Degenerate Takes later this week, but you also need to get Rob Manfred's dumbass out of office. MLB talks not going well whatsoever, but we'll talk about that later because baseball kills ratings.
Hey, is it a voting thing or like how's it work? Because like, put me on the ballot, man. I'll take over that commissioner of the NFL spot.
All right, Matt Stafford in shotgun, 3rd and 9. Need a 1st down to continue the clock kill they're doing with 4 minutes and 34 seconds left in the fourth.
Not going to happen here. Not going to happen here, I don't think.
Oh, and it looks like Matt Stafford's going to just start running for it. Drops down 4th and about 3 or 4, depending on where they mark it. Field goal unit coming out.
Yeah, in field goal range. Honestly, a miss would set Arizona up with like pretty damn good field position, but it's not going to matter because Cliff.
Now we call a
Kingsbury
timeout. Now we call a timeout, Kingsbury. Son of a bitch, dude.
It doesn't matter because Kingsbury decided to kick a field goal instead of going for a
I'm
touchdown.
aware, Noah. I'm aware this does not matter. Cardinals now with 1 timeout left. Rams with 2 going into the end of the fourth quarter with 4 minutes and 25 seconds left. 4th and 3, seeing a field goal come up from the Rams. And this is going to put them in a nice little position going into the end of this game.
I feel bad saying this because I don't want to make it any worse for you, AJ. But Cliff might be one of the biggest dumbasses at a head coaching position in all of professional sports.
No, I think I disagree with that completely. Because dumbass, I think, is not the proper word to describe him. He is an absolute
You think that's
dipshit.
too nice? You think that's too nice?
He's an absolute dipshit. Like, what are we doing here, bro? And it's not even this game only. It's been last
this has
4
been the
games,
entire
the last
season.
5-6 games.
Well, it's the entire season.
I mean, yeah,
you
he
guys
got lucky. He had D-Hop. And when you have D-Hop, you can...
By starting 7 and
it's
whatever.
It's been unbelievable. Hashtag Fire Kingsbury. If you are listening now, go to Twitter. Let the Cardinals know that we are sick and tired of being told that, oh, we have a really good team. Oh, we sell out every game. Oh, we're doing... No, I'm tired of hearing it. I don't want to hear it anymore. I want to win a Super Bowl. Cardinals as an organization hasn't won one since 1947. I want to win a Super Bowl. I want to get to the NFC Championship. I want to have some fun with you, Noah. You, being a Packers fan, get to experience this every year. And now I get to experience it, and it's one of the most disappointing games I've ever watched in my life. Unbelievable.
Just hoping for some garbage time points right here.
Yeah, we need that over to hit. I would love at least one of my bets to hit tonight. That'd be nice. God, just rough.
Yeah.
Just rough. Oh, well. We got 4 minutes and 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Kyler Murray warming up his arm. You might as well throw Colt McCoy in there at this point because what does it matter?
A little garbage time touchdown would be cool by me.
And if you're watching Kyler warm up right now, this is the Moody Murray that I've been talking about. This is the guy right here who literally can't keep his emotions in check. I mean, he is so disappointed with himself, his team, what they're doing here right now.
Well, he's got 2 picks.
Terrible. Yeah, I mean...
118, 2 interceptions.
I will say, I'm interested to see what his press conference is.
118, 2 interceptions, 6 rush yards, and a 2-point conversion. That's it. He's got 118 and 2 picks with 6 rush yards.
118 and 2 picks. That is terrible. That is terrible. But hey, you know, this is good for the Cardinals. We needed this wake-up call here because going in 8-0 on the season, as we see the kickoff into the end zone, taking the touchback. If we see one running play this drive, Kingsbury should be fired. We should not see a single running play except unless it's a design run for Kyler or he's scrambling and running for the first down. But I don't want to see another running play tonight. As the Cardinals have 1st and 10 on their own 25. Shocking to see them start from in front of the 20 instead of behind the 20. Kyler Murray in shotgun formation, 3 to the left, 1 in the backfield. Fake handoff. Dumps it off, a little screen pass. There we go, 1st down. Hustling to the line of scrimmage right now.
Pump up those pass yards a little bit.
A little bit. You need what, 190? Combined yards?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even think he's up there, but...
Not even close. Kyler Murray again in shotgun formation. 1 running back in the back. Steps back. Launches it. And it's broken up midfield. Will be 2nd and 10.
Should have been picked.
Good play by Howard on the defense there. That really should have been picked. That was an ugly, ugly pass.
Bro, Kyler Murray could have had like 3 picks this game. Maybe 4.
Should have way more than 3. There's about 5 times that ball should have been picked, including the time It was a reception, an interception, and then a reception.
Yeah, well. Yeah, he could have had a good 4 interceptions this game. He's lucky he only has 2.
He really is. He really is. Kyler Murray again in shotgun, dropping back. Oh, and he scrambles, throws the ball away. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Cardinals. 3:38 left in the 4th.
I need to stop letting my Arizona friends talk me into the fact that Arizona might be decent, because they're not.
Okay. Let's stop that right there, Noah. Okay, I did not. First of all, we have been doing this show together for 7 months now.
Oh, I'm not talking about you.
One time convinced you.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about all my other Arizona friends that are trying to drill it into my mind that Arizona's a decent team, and that's clearly not the case. They kind of fucking suck.
Clearly not, as Kyler's in shotgun again, dropping back 3rd and 10, but it's blown dead. Flag on the play. The Cardinals are going to go ahead and move it back. Probably 3rd and 20 coming up. False start. Offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay for 3rd down. 3rd and 20 coming up. No, the Cardinals really do suck. The Kingsbury experiment is done. I'm done with you, Kingsbury. We need a quarterback. We need a coach that can come in and actually call some offensive plays. Because what you're doing right now is not calling offensive plays. You're scrolling through the Madden playbook and say, oh, this one looks cool. I have an athletic quarterback. Let me go ahead and click this one.
I've said for 2 or 3 years now that I don't think Kingsbury's a very good coach.
I know, Noah. 3rd and 15. Kyler launches it. No gain whatsoever. We're maybe 4th and 9. Going for it here.
Like that's a perfect example of it. Like, why do you call that play? Why do you call that play?
Because you're incompetent at what you do in your job.
The Cardinals have such a talented.
Money to do it.
The Cardinals have such a talented roster. There's no reason you should be slacking this.
4th and 9 coming up for the Cardinals. Kyler Murray in shotgun, steps back, throws it away.
Yep. And
that's the ball game, folks.
Way out of bounds. Rams are just going to run the clock out.
At least they covered 29 and a half. Jesus, man, that was fire Kingsbury. Hashtag fire Kingsbury. If you are on this stream, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever you use, hashtag fire Kingsbury. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter at Brofict1 at N_Engelbretson. Hashtag fire Cliff as the Rams set up to run the ball to end the game.
Well, unless the Cardinals press them and call their timeout and get the ball back here at the end, and they can have 0 timeouts and less than 2 minutes left to score 3 touchdowns. But
score fucking 3 touchdowns, yeah. Yeah, that sounds like that'll work, bud. Oh man, this sucks. This sucks, dude. First the Suns last year, and now the Cardinals again. As an Arizona sports fan, this is fucking miserable. I'm not going to lie. As we keep running the ball, Sonny Michel that time getting the carry, another 5-yard gain, 3-yard gain, excuse me.
Yeah, I'm at a good amount on Kyler Murray props on this game. I should have just bet his pass attempts, not anything else, but
should have just taken all the unders for everything.
No, I should have just been on Stafford. Holy shit. Stafford playing like a
Stafford
fucking
all
god.
of a sudden deciding to play like an MVP quarterback. That makes no sense whatsoever.
That's okay. No, my preseason Super Bowl pick still alive.
Yeah, it is. Rams in the Super Bowl, right? To win it?
Yeah, and when they beat Tampa Bay next week, and then they're playing in Green Bay in the NFC Championship game, it'll be fine because then it's a win-win. Either my Super Bowl pick is playing in the Super Bowl, or my team is. So
Yeah. Hey, you're in a real win-win situation. I wish I knew what that felt like right now. I will say I am kind of happy the Cardinals are out of the playoffs because now I can make my picks and not be completely biased or rooting for one team to win over another and stuff like that. And I can actually just focus on the numbers and everything like that. I guess that's the one positive thing coming out of this absolute blowout.
As long as you don't jump on that Tampa Bay bandwagon, I'm cool with it.
Not jumping on a Tampa Bay bandwagon. Noah, do you know me at all?
Yeah, and you kind of love to suck off Tom Brady and Tampa Bay Buccaneers a little bit, so.
He's the GOAT, so don't know what you want me to do.
Well, they're losing to the Rams in the next round, so it's okay.
It will be okay. We'll see what happens. Oh, wait, no, they're not losing to the Rams. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they are.
There's no chance. No chance.
Yeah, they're losing to the Rams.
No chance at all. Also, I forgot to announce it, Noah, but we were doing a little giveaway today, but I totally forgot about it.
Of your Henry
Commenters
Ruggs?
were randomly... No, not for Henry Ruggs. For
Oh,
this,
I thought you were
up.
giving away your Henry Ruggs football card.
No, we got a little J.J. Watt from the Illusions Panini Pack of 2021. All of our
Henry
commenters
Ruggs.
were put into a drawing. And Jonathan, shout out, will be winning. I will be DMing you, and we will get you that card somehow, some way. Congratulations, Jonathan, on winning our first ever giveaway. Even though you had no idea that you were probably entering into a giveaway. So shout out, Jonathan.
I thought we were giving somebody a Henry Ruggs card.
That was if the Raiders won.
Man.
Oh, man. What? 11:34. Minute 38 left. And we're just going to keep running the clock down. 4th and 7. Kingsbury. I promise you, Noah, we're going to see them in victory formation, and they're going to knee it out. If they don't get the first down here.
Bro, I need the Cardinals. I need Kyler Murray to get some like dog shit like yards and touchdown here. That would
no, this
help.
is Cliff Kingsbury we're talking about here.
No, I know, but that would help me a lot.
Given up.
It would help me a lot at this point if Kyler can just like do something.
No, there ain't going to be no garbage time touchdown, no garbage time Hail Mary, nothing.
By the way, if you pick Kyler Murray in any daily fantasy sports type of contest, he had like 4 points. Really good.
Terrible.
4 fantasy. He had like 4 fantasy points. Just tremendous. Oh, the Rams are punting, so maybe. I mean,
Yep. And the Cardinals will be behind the 20 yet again, with 1:05 left in the game.
which opens the possibility for a 91-yard Kyler Murray touchdown rush. That would.
Is that what you need?
Yeah, I mean that would
Help out a lot.
that'd make a $70 or $80 difference in my night. Not
Fair
going to say how
enough.
much I'm winning or losing, but that would make a probably $70 or $80 change.
Oh, I won't say how much I'm losing either, but let me tell you, it's all the way the fuck down there.
Oh, he's on the bench. He's on the bench. Love to see it.
We'll get Colt McCoy in there a little late. But he'll throw the ball.
Stupid fucking baby
Nope,
bitch
we're going to
over
run the
there.
ball because we don't give a fuck. Why don't we just knee it? Why didn't we just knee it out? Why risk injuring someone when we're just going to run the clock down? Seriously.
Yeah, in the last game of the season, you got nothing to like. Why,
You're going
God
to knee
forbid,
it out. Just fucking
God
knee it
forbid
out.
somebody gets an injury in the last game of the season.
Unbelievable.
God, the
Running
Cardinals
the ball
suck.
again. Second. I mean, it's going to be 3rd and 2 or whatever. It doesn't matter.
No,
That's
they're-
game right
no.
there. And yep, they're going
Yep.
out to midfield already. Hashtag fire Kingsbury. Hashtag fire Kingsbury. Hashtag fire Cliff. Whatever you want to do, get it out there. Just despicable performance by the Cardinals tonight.
I don't enjoy watching this team. I can tell you that.
Nope. Neither do I anymore. That was miserable.
I'm not even a fan, and I don't enjoy watching the team. So
Final score 34-11. The Rams have won. Noah, we have been streaming for 3 hours and 45 minutes. It's been a terrible game. Do you have anything else to say to the D-Gens before we sign off for the night?
just never bet on the Cardinals again.
Nope. Nope. Hashtag fire Cliff. Hashtag fire Kingsbury, whatever you want to do. We will be back later this week, probably tomorrow actually, on YouTube and Spotify. Make sure you're following us. We'll be covering the games of this weekend, the games of next weekend, and everything in between. But until then, hashtag fire Cliff. We will see you next time on Degenerate Takes.